everything I know.
Testing the sound. Let me know if you hear me over on YouTube. Let me know because I just now changed something and I think it's what's going to work, but just want to make sure I'm heard. Turn the echo off here. Not sure that was on. And we're good. Let me know in the chat if it sounds okay on YouTube. Good to see everybody over on TikTok as well as YouTube. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. We're going to be calling the Rams and Eagles today, as well as the Cardinals and 49ers. A couple games between some undefeated teams. I'm going to take tonight off because it's the Chiefs and Giants, and Ray wants no part of the Chiefs and Giants. That seems like a nightmare to call. Hi, Susan. It's good to see you, my friend. Can you let me know if the mic is working? Okay. Sounds great. Thanks, Benny. Appreciate you, my friend. Good to see you guys. Sorry I missed last week. Yeah, just kind of sat out last week with everything that's going on in our country and all that stuff. I just was not feeling calling football, to be honest with you. So I feel like that was a pretty historical event, and yeah. So kind of focused on that. It's the Rams and the Eagles. Jalen Hurts versus Matt Stafford, last year's NFC divisional game. A very good game it was, for sure. We almost got the Rams and the Lions last year. Could have got that. Another little Matt Stafford and Jared Goff and old teams and all that stuff showdown, but lost. We ended up with the exact opposite with the Eagles and the Commanders. Bear Down from Michigan says Dave over on TikTok. Skull says Coy. Good to see you guys over there. Need Goff for fantasy points? See, I can't rely on Goff for fantasy, man. Like he's so like we have a good running game. So it's difficult to rely on him because he can go off for 5 touchdowns like he did last week, or we can run the ball like crazy. Let's read some chats over on YouTube as well before the game starts. Nice, brother, you're back. Go Blue and go Lions. Go Blue, baby. Go Lions. Yes, sir. Got the big win over Nebraska yesterday, although it wasn't without a heart attack. Which one should I go with today? I always seem to be the Rebel. Ooh, I think I'm rooting for the Rams. Yeah, I'm rooting for the Rams here. But you go with whoever you want, Susan. It's your choice. Cheers, Susan. Hope all is well, says Benny. Susan says, hello, my friend. It's going really well. Hit a rough spot, but things are better. How are you doing? Yeah, I saw about that, Susan. So I hope you're doing well. And I hope you got my comment. Of course, yes. Sounds great. Sounds great. What's up, bro? Yeah, how you been? Glad to see you back on here, Ray. Appreciate you, my friend. I've been good. I'm recently engaged. Got my son, my stepdaughter, and yeah, man, things are good. Just enjoying life and ready to get back at the grind here. Appreciate you being here, but don't trigger me, okay? That's awesome, Susan. Happy to hear, and not too bad. Was really sick earlier this week, but I'm somewhat over it now. Thank God. Yes, sir. Good to see you're doing better, Benny. I've been getting some things too. They've been in and out. Hit that follow button if you're over on TikTok. Go ahead and hit that like button as well. We're live on both TikTok and YouTube. We're able to read the comments on YouTube and put them on the screen. On TikTok, I'm just able to read the comments. Go Lions. We need to beat Baltimore. Yes, we do. That's going to be a tough one, though, on the road at Baltimore. I did, and thank you. Yes, ma'am. You're welcome, of course. Thanks for letting me know about that, so we could pray for you. All right, here we go. The Rams will get the ball first. Matt Stafford. Last week versus the Tennessee Titans, 23 of 33, 298 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Sutton or Diggs? Broncos are playing the Chargers, right? Diggs. Houston's playing who? I don't like Sutton against the Chargers, I don't think. So I'd like to see who Diggs is playing. Little handoff right there to Kyren Williams. He'll go forward for about 4, maybe 5. Bringing up a second and manageable here already for the Rams. Good little hole there to start the game. You know who? Oh, okay. I should have known that just by the name alone. Good to see you, brother. How you been, man? Wolverines got that win yesterday. Sweating it out, that's for sure. Tell them I said hello. Hi, April and the kids. I got to meet them, which is awesome. Maybe again some other time, right? I got to be up that way again. First down there to Kyron Williams as they throw it out to him in the flats. So good start for the Rams here. 2 plays, first down. What's up, bro? I hope all is well. What's up, my friend? Same to you. Appreciate you, man. Again, we're live over on TikTok and YouTube. YouTube over here, TikTok over here. But the setup on YouTube is a little bit cooler. You know, you get a little bit more with that scoreboard and chats on the screen and all that good stuff. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Stafford working out a shotgun. He'll swing it out to Kyron again. He heard footsteps. He drops it. Got scared. It'll be 2nd and 10. Should have thrown it to Corum, you know. Corum should be in. What was the score? I was busy and didn't see it. Michigan's score was 30-27. And we gave up a Hail Mary right before the half. It was 17-10. We gave up a Hail Mary right before the half to make it a tie game. Picked off. Stafford was looking middle the whole way, and it was read very well by the Eagles linebacker, Bond. And the Eagles will be in good position on the LA side of the field. Stafford did not see him. So he'll start the first possession with an INT. Yeah, just floated, baited him, and made the good play on it. Intended for Devontae Adams, my fantasy receiver. Nothing he could do there. Maybe he could have got his body in position to bat it down, but I don't think he saw Bond either. So the Eagles will get the ball immediately at home, and Stafford with the costly pick to start the game. Anytime have to bring little man next time. He can go fishing in the pond and chase some chickens. Hey, he would love that. He would love that. Got to bring little man and the stepdaughter for sure. But I don't want to, overstep the boundaries. Got the family of 4 now. Chase some chickens. I can't even do that. They'll go to Barkley on the first play for the Eagles from offense, and he'll only get 1 yard. Pretty well defended there up front by the Rams. They're going to need much more of that today. The Eagles, very balanced offense. Hasn't looked as good this year as it did last year, but, they won the Super Bowl last year, so. They'll get it together, unfortunately for the line's sake. 2nd and 9, Barkley will move out of the backfield. He'll go wide up to the top of your screen. Jalen Hurts will be in shotgun from the 37-yard line of the Rams after the Matt Stafford pick. Hurts in action. Throws it out to Smith. It'll be a gain of about 3. Good job by the Rams keeping them in front of them, and they'll have them down to a 3rd and 4, it says. I thought it was 3rd and 5 at least. That's a thing about calling games that's funny is like you see the yard markers and everything else. See, they're privy to actually like having people in their ear and stuff like that, and people showing them. They have like people right next to them and near them telling them what it is. Because that didn't look like no gain of 5 to me. But apparently it was 3rd and 4. Jalen Hurts. He'll work out a shotgun with no running back in the backfield again. This time he'll take off. Looking left, he slips and is 2 yards short of the first down. Decision time. Do you want to kick the long field goal with Elliott? Take the potential 3. He definitely has a boot for it. Or are they going to go for it? 4th and 2 is definitely manageable. Now, if it was 4th and 1, we know what the Eagles would be doing. 4th and 2 makes it a little bit more difficult. If they're going to go for it, they're going to have to run an actual play. Says the Eagles game is on Fox. I turn on Fox and it's Green Bay Browns game. Oh, that must be what you have local. That stinks. Yeah, I got Rams and Eagles, but I have Sunday tickets, so I can watch whatever. I just remember last week, like 2 weeks ago, I tried that whole thing where I watched all the games at 1 o'clock. That didn't go well. It was hard to keep up with too. They're going to go for it. Hurts will keep it, and he has room and then some. He gets all the way out to, is it the 9-yard line? I believe it's going to be a 1st and goal. Not very good contained there by the Rams. Hurts does it with his legs once more. Yeah, and they had Verse. Verse was there. He had to choose between running back and Hurts, and he chose to go inside. Go Detroit Lions. Yes, sir, Cam. Go Detroit Lions. Appreciate you, my friend. Got 10, got 11 over there watching on TikTok. Please give me a follow if you don't already, and hit that like button. Let's get some people in here. All right, 1st and 10. We'll hand it off to Barkley. Nothing doing. Michigan defense needs some work. The offense looked decent, and Justin Haynes is a stud. See, that's interesting, Benny. That's interesting. I actually think the defense, we definitely played well, and that's not a bad offense in Nebraska, and Raiola can do a lot of things, but, you got to remember they gave up 27 points as is. Then Nebraska missed the field goal and went for it on 4th down that one time. So I don't think the defense played that great. I think the offense, I don't think either played their A game. That's for sure. Incomplete pass to Dodson right there to bring up 3rd and 12. I don't think either side of the ball played too well yesterday, to be honest with you. Gave up 27 points, could have given up 40 something. And then the offense, I mean, if it weren't for those big runs and luck, no, I wouldn't say luck. I mean, you got to create holes and everything, but it was just big plays yesterday. We really struggled to move the sticks. We were like 1 for 8 on 3rd down. We have got to be better on 3rd down for sure. You got to sustain drives. You can't rely on long plays like that over and over and over again throughout the season. 3rd and 12. Hurts is working with an empty backfield, 5 wide. He is going to throw here. He'll get it complete to Devontae, just short of the sticks. They'll have another decision to make. This time might be 4th and 1. They can do the tush push if they want. We'll see if they go for it again. Bring them all. Your family's always welcome, bro. You're the best, Travis. I appreciate you, man. Always, man. I'm glad to be back. Hopefully I can stay in the game this time, Sustain it. I'll watch the Vikings-Bengals game. Man, that would have been a really good game, Benny, if all right, they are going to do tush push, it looks like. 4th and 1. Let's see if the Rams can figure out a way to stop this thing. And he struggles to get there, but I think he will get there. I think it's going to be 1st and goal for the Eagles. What was I saying? Oh, it's crazy, Benny. McCarthy got hurt and Burrow got hurt. So I feel like that really takes the allure out of that game a little bit. I got to root for the Bengals, though. Got to root against the divisional team, I'll, of course, be here tomorrow night for the Detroit Lions versus Baltimore Ravens Monday Night Football game. I'm calling that. Not feeling wonderful about it. It's at Baltimore. I'm not feeling great about it, but we'll see if we can work something out, get the dub. All right, 1st and goal for the Eagles. They picked up 2 fourth down conversions on this drive. The incomplete pass there to A.J. Brown just over his head. There's a flag there, though. Could be holding on the defense or pass interference. Going for that back crossbar, high ball. Officials are still kind of talking this through here. There we go. We want that. We want it to say on tap sports like that. All right, Wisconsin on the clock. Bye week next week. Yes, sir. It's good. Well, I'll take 3 and 1, at this point. Obviously, you want to get that win over Oklahoma, but didn't have a good feeling about that anyways with Mateer, them bringing Mateer in and being at Oklahoma. That was always going to be tough. Poor Luke Fickell will never get a W over Michigan as head coach. Never say never, man. It ain't like we got like this. We're still young, It'll be a touchdown for Jalen Hurts on nothing other than the tush push. So they'll get in. The Eagles strike first after the Matt Stafford interception. Look at the NFL. What up, NFL? I think the Lions won't have – I still remember when we beat Luke Fickell when he was at Ohio State. That was lovely. I think the Lions won't have a problem beating the Vikings. We will see tomorrow how they play against the Ravens. Yeah, we should be good against the Vikings. We got such a tough schedule, though. It helped out a little bit. I mean, I never root for injuries, obviously, but it helped out a little bit with Burrow getting hurt. You know, you got to play against that Bengals offense now without Burrow. You know, we definitely should be able to exploit their defense. That makes me a little bit more comfortable about the Bengals game, obviously. But we got the Chiefs coming up at Arrowhead, I believe, and obviously you have the Ravens tomorrow. I mean, we're gonna have to do everything we can just to start out 3-3. When your 3 of your first 6 games are at Green Bay, at Baltimore, and at Chiefs, like that's tough. If we can steal one of those, you know, obviously we didn't get the Green Bay and we'll have Baltimore tomorrow, but if we can just steal one of those on the road, that'd be great, honestly. Tempering expectations compared to last year. I mean, we were never going to go 15-2. We just have a much harder schedule this year. It's a commercial break. It's 7-0 Eagles over the Rams. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday so far. We'll be calling the Cardinals and 49ers later. I debated between the Cardinals and 49ers and Cowboys and Bears because so many people are going to be watching the Cowboys and Bears because that's what they're going to get on their TV. But man, I have to do a good job of calling games that I actually care about, and I don't necessarily care about the Cowboys and Bears right now. What is it? I think they're not both 0-2, are they? I think Cowboys beat the Giants last week, so they're 1-1. Bears are 0-2. I'd much rather call the Cardinals and 49ers. That's a 4:25 Eastern Standard Time kickoff. Much rather call that one. That's the 2 undefeated teams. And I think it's going to be a pretty good game, honestly. Washington winning, like I said. Wait, who's Washington playing today? I'm still praying that you'll do the Michigan-Ohio State game. I might Susan. I might, for sure. I'm not positive on that, but I really do enjoy taking my Saturdays off. I think I can do a lot better on this channel just, calling on Sunday. Sunday's just a much better day to do than Saturday. Saturday's just like, people's weddings are on Saturdays, people's birthday parties are on Saturdays. I mean, sometimes people do it on Sundays too, but Saturdays people always are doing something. Mark says Saturday's oversaturated. Yes, it is. Exactly. Go Lions game tomorrow, says Sean. Yes, sir. I'll be calling it here on the channel for sure. And I'll get a little bit more excited for the Lions games, obviously. I've only got to call one so far this year. I called the Green Bay game, and that wasn't that didn't go the way we wanted it to. So, but those things will be exciting as long as we can stay in them. Green Bay, we were just, those are the toughest games. I say it all the time. Those are the toughest games to call when things get out of hand early. It's hard to be excitable or whatever and keep people's attention when it's a 17-point ball game. Born and raised in Michigan. That's awesome, Sean. My dad is from Sturgis, Michigan, south of Kalamazoo. I was not. He was in the Navy, so I grew up all over the place. But that's how I became a Lions fan and a Wolverines fan, Pistons, Red Wings, Tigers, all the good stuff. Tigers just falling apart, man. What are they doing? We were so good early in the season. Did you see Indiana yesterday? Blew out Illinois. Yeah, that shocked me. I thought that was going to be a really good game. I actually thought that's where game day should have gone. I guess because they went to Indiana last year, that's why they didn't. But yeah, I thought that's where they were going to go, honestly, before the week started. You guys should see the college football slate. I think it's 2 weeks from now. I'll try to remember. There's 3 ridiculous games. So it's Miami and Florida State. If both of those remain undefeated, that should be a possible top 5 matchup at this point. Alabama, Georgia is that week. And then Oregon and Penn State, I want to say. That's a crazy week. That's going to be fun. I think it's 2 weeks from now. Williams getting the carry this time on 2nd and 4, right side. First down for the Rams. Travis says, yeah, Benny, Indiana's clicking on all cylinders right now. They are, man. Their offense is crazy good. They're getting turned around real quick over there. I don't care if I watch them. You are more entertaining. Thank you, Susan. I really appreciate that. You're the best. You guys are the best, honestly. It really means so much to me that I come back after 4 years and you guys are still here. That it really does. Hand it off to Williams. He'll cut and go right side. First down, gain of 13 on the play. Rams looking pretty good on the ground so far. Not good for my fantasy team with Devontae, but good for the Rams, you know. I'm in Kalamazoo. Nice, man. The zoo. For sure. And Benny, if you don't remember, that's Travis Hamler. He changed his name on here. I wish I was in Ohio, but stuck in Clover. I didn't know that's where you lived, Susan. I think you maybe have talked to me about that before. I used to date a girl from Clover that went to Winthrop with me. So I used to travel out there to Clover all the time and go out on the lake. What's the lake there? What is the lake there? Wiley? Close to there, obviously. 2nd and 10 here for the Rams. So far, they've rushed the ball 5 times, passed the ball 3. 5:43 remaining in the first. 7-0 Eagles after the Matt Stafford interception. Jalen Hurts punches it in from the 1-yard line on the tush push play. They'll get out to Nacua. Gain of 11 there. That's his 19th catch of the season, and it's good for a first down. Stafford now for 19 yards, 2 for 4 with the pick. Benny says, I remember him. Mark says, St. Ignace here. Sure, in Houghton Lake. Sure, everybody out in Michigan knows where that's at. Good to see you guys. Way to represent your hometowns over here. I hope we win tomorrow. So do I. Go Lions, baby. I'll be calling the game. I'll be here. Heavy pressure there for Matt Stafford to be 2nd and 10. He has to basically throw it in the dirt under heavy duress. All right, Indiana has Iowa next, says Travis, then Oregon, Michigan State, UCLA, Maryland, Penn State, Wisconsin, and Purdue. Oregon and Penn State will really test Indiana. Yeah, for sure. If they go 1-1 out of those 2 games, that'd be good for them. That they could definitely make the playoffs again. Nice, Susan says, Benny, my old YouTube account got shut down, so I have to make a new one. Travis is the king of getting things shut down. Lake Wiley, and it's less than 2 miles from my house. It's pretty. I like that lake, Susan. I've been on that lake plenty of times. All right, 2nd and 10. Stafford able to find the completion there. Nacua bobbles it for a second and grabs it. Good catch there. 3rd and 5 up and coming. Feels like a pretty big 3rd down early on as the Rams are down 7-0. Now you can settle for a field goal here, but even that would be a difficult field goal 50 yards out. Loud cup time. All right, shotgun formation. Stafford, Kyron Williams to his right. Devontae at the top of the screen, 3 receivers at the bottom. Gets the snap off before the play clock runs out. Gets it incomplete. Dropped by Tutu Atwell at the 30. They would have been 2 yards short anyways. Obviously, you don't like throwing short of the sticks. Usually when they throw short of sticks like that, it's to somebody fast like Tutu that could make a breakaway for it or whatever. But Alasi doesn't catch it, so they will have to settle for a field goal and no chip shot either. It's a 50-yarder or around that. Officially a 51-yard attempt up and coming for the Rams to try to make this a 7-3 ball game. Joshua Cardi on the year, or in his career, 50-plus yards, 6 of 7, 86%. Snaps good, holds good, kick looks good, and it's through. 7-3. Rams chew into the Eagles' lead. We'll go to commercial break. I hope the Chiefs lose today. Man, that'd be crazy if they go 0-3 to start the season. That would be wild. That's kind of tough, though, as a Lions fan, because if the Chiefs lose, we play them in a couple weeks, and so they'll be in a must-win situation, and that'd be bad for us. I don't see the Chiefs losing to the Giants for obvious reasons. I will not be calling that game tonight. I thought long and hard about going all day, today since I missed last week, but I just, kept looking at Chiefs and Giants. I'm like, I don't want to listen to Collinsworth. I actually don't mind Collinsworth, to be honest with you, but having to listen to Collinsworth talk about Patrick Mahomes all night, while watching a potentially, and they're only 5.5 point favorites, the Chiefs are, but that's still a good bit in the NFL, and I think they're going to cover that. But, Chiefs potentially could blow that one out of the water. And listen to, Collinsworth talk about Mahomes all night. Yeah, I'm going to skip on that. I'm going to watch that from my couch. Maybe have a couple brews. Everybody's laughing. We having a good time over here at On Tap Sports. I about said Fats Cafe, which is like a place I used to work a long time ago. I don't know why I said that. Commercial break. I like this thing, man. I don't know why. It doesn't. It's not the best cup to be honest with you. It doesn't have like a steel inner tube or whatever, and it doesn't hold the most because it's real skinny. But it's loud and fun. St. Ignace is in the UP, says Mark. Upper Peninsula, obviously. For you non-Mitten State people. Am I pronouncing that correct, though? St. Ignace? Wow, I'd love to go to the UP sometime. Just because, Went to Lake Michigan during the summer for the first time ever. And it was pretty dope. Locals were telling me that it was about 10 degrees warmer in the water than usual, though, and it was already cold. So, not sure I would love it when it's cold, but it was definitely a good time. We went to Grand Haven, Holland, South Haven, Oval Beach, all those places. And I proposed. So, there's that. Benny says, that'd be awesome. 0-3 Chiefs, they don't have the refs in their pocket anymore. Yeah, exactly. I thought for sure they'd win last week. I did. Yeah, that was a game I missed calling last week with everything that happened around our nation or whatever. I just couldn't call, but Chiefs and Eagles would have been a fun one. But hey, Eagles and Rams, this is a divisional round matchup from last year, and so far it's pretty good, 7-3. Is it possible for Rams and Eagles to both lose? One pride. I like it. I'd be down for that. They can tie, right? That's basically like a loss as far as I'm concerned. I need that for my yapping dogs. They bark at the wind. Exactly. It's like, quiet, dogs. All right. Eagles on their second possession. The first one was a short field after the Matt Stafford interception. They converted it into a touchdown after 2 fourth-down conversions. This time around, they'll have to work the distance of the field. To the Philadelphia Eagles for the sophistication of what that play allows them to do. When they get give or take around the center field logo, so call it 60 yards of the field. Good to see everybody over on TikTok. Give me a follow if you haven't already. Tap that screen. I'm going to tap it myself here. Some hearts. Somebody's got to give me some love. I'll do it myself. I'm just kidding. And good to see everybody on YouTube. Give the like if you don't mind. 1st and 10. Hurts working out a shotgun. Nobody open. Looking all over the place. He's going to try to throw it away to avoid the sack. 2nd and 10 up and coming. 3:47 left in the first. Hurts so far today 2 for 3 for 16 yards. Doing some work with his legs. 2 for 4 actually. They hadn't had that incompletion dialed in yet. Dang. Eagles are 18-1 in their last 19 games. Wow. I don't think I realized they got that hot last year. 18-1 in 19 games is pretty good. They have not lost in a hot minute. I wish I'd have known that before I picked on to spread them this week. Hurts will take the sack. Great pressure on the edges, really on both sides there. It's Ford that ends up getting to him. Be 3rd down and long. Yeah. Ford beat his man off the ball, ends up ankle grabbing, and is able to take him down. Hart, says Susan. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, my friend. That looks pretty cool with the black background there on the screen. 3rd and 18 for the Eagles. They had 2 running backs in the backfield. They're just going to go conservative here. Don't make a mistake. Barkley's going to take it for 2 to be 4th down. I think it was 3, actually. Yeah, 4th and 15. Eagles will punt on deep into their side of the field. See if they can flip it as good as possible here. Rams return man's all the way out to the 35-yard line. Travis says, I'm sucking so far at college pick'em. You're usually good at that, though. You've been good at those things across the board. We'll have to do a March Madness again, right, Travis? Good return here all the way out to the 47-yard line of their own. The Rams will start there on their 3rd possession of the game. Interception on the first one, field goal on the second. We'll see what they get on the 3rd. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. Good to see you guys. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Here in a little bit, I got to run some errands, says Benny, but I'll definitely be back by the next stream. That's perfectly fine, Benny. You've been here, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my friend. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. Who went to church? Who went to church this morning? I did. Got a pretty good word. Bye, Benny says Suzanne. And Travis says absolutely. Yeah, got to do March Madness. I'll probably call those March Madness games too, honestly. I think that's something that could help me get some traction on the channel later on as well, because not as many people call those. Football is just so competitive. We've talked about it plenty on these streams. Travis, you haven't been here. I guess you're just now finding that I'm back on YouTube, but we've talked about it. It's pretty difficult, man. They just, it just seems like it's almost impossible to get live stream action these days. I was hoping to do better on TikTok, but even TikTok, they used to be great for live streams to gain traction and for organic growth, but it hasn't been wonderful. It's fine, though. Keep showing up. Something good will happen, right? Any other season tickets holders here, says Mark. That'd be the dream, man. I got to be honest. The way it works in the South, like where I'm at, is and I got no problem with it, but when you meet a woman around here, they don't want to leave these areas. The families are real close here, and I'm not saying they're not up there or whatever. I'm sure maybe you guys have the same kind of thing going on, but families are real close, and that nobody wants to leave warm weather and seasonal weather, season by season weather for the north weather. They don't even know what it's like, but they already dread it just even before then. Because I'd love to wake up and just, any given day I can go to a Red Wings game or a Tigers game or whatever. That'd be great. That would be great. Brutal. It's brutal over there. I'm sure it is, man. I've been there. I used to really want to live in Michigan all my life because my dad's from there. And, but that was because we were going there every summer and it felt great compared to the humidity of South Carolina. And then we went there one time when his mom passed away and it was January. And I said, never mind. This is my 3rd year. I drive 500 miles per game. Dang. I knew the Upper Peninsula was way up there, but I didn't know it was that way up there. Incomplete pass there by Stafford. It was also her idea to get Tigers season tickets back in 2012. That's hard to make it worth it 5 hours out with 81 games at home. Monday night, woo! Yes, sir. I'll be there. I'll be here on Tap Sports calling the Ravens and Lions game. I think it'll be a good one. It's going to be tough on the road. That one is. And it's going to be really tough. It's always difficult containing Lamar, but it could be really difficult. That's been a weakness of Detroit's, containing quarterbacks that can use their legs as well, no matter how good our defense has been. But this time we have Aiden, and that's a little bit more, better on the edge for containment. Let's go, Lions. What up, Ari? Good to see you, my friend. Found you out there on TikTok, huh? Now we live in the Upper Peninsula since we moved back from Alaska. you got a type when it comes to where you want to be at, Mark. Corum with the nice run there. Picks up the 1st down. Stafford will work under center at the 44-yard line of the Eagles. Down 7-3, 128 left in the first. Play action. Stafford with time. Goes deep. Has a man. It's Adams. Touchdown. Beat his man. No safety over the top. Help. And Davante Adams makes them pay. That's my fantasy player right there. I'll take that. Little 44-yard tutty. Yeah, they did have over the top. Okay, they said it wasn't man coverage. He just got behind Blankenship. It looked like it. I thought it was just one-on-one coverage. I didn't notice that it was Blankenship, the safety. But he had gone too far in or whatever to where it looked like it was man-to-man coverage by the time the ball got there. So Davante gets behind the. You don't see that often, getting behind the safety and the corner just on a straight route. I mean, he didn't really do anything special there. I think Blankenship just thought something else was happening. Blankenship wanted a little push off, but come on, man. Like that's Adams ain't gonna get called on that. He knows the game. Let's go, Lions, bro. The Channing Goodwin and Samaj Morgan drops. Yeah, those were bad. Those were tough. That the throw too on that trick play was awful. But hey, we got it done. I mean, it's a different team, you know. I feel good. The one thing I want to see is Bryce just having more touch. You know, I'd like to see that because he can't throw at 500 miles an hour here. Let's catch up with the chats on TikTok or YouTube really quick, and then I'll do TikTok as well. I do my own church at home. That's fine, Benny. That's fine. Oh, yeah, we had so much fun in the day with March Madness. We did, and we will again, my friend. We will again. Me, I love church. This world is so crazy without the word. Yeah, exactly. That's a big reason why I go is just know that there is normalcy out there. Like, it's fun when Michigan's in March Madness. It is indeed, and we should be there for a while, Benny. I think I like Dusty May a lot. My goal is to move back up there, but I will be sitting in the stand at a rivalry game. There you go, Susan. Yeah, you will. You're gonna wear some Michigan outfit though, ain't you? Little Michigan gear. Mark says over on TikTok. Mark says we spent 7 years in Detroit before moving off the road system in Alaska. Nice, man. Do you I can't say it on TikTok, but do you do like pew-pewing, I guess, or whatever, or anything like that? Like, what brings you to like Alaska? What made you want to go there? I'm digging your hat. What is on the front of it? Oh, the front right here. Just the Lions hat. Detroit Lions. Why don't you have the score up? I got to figure out how to do that on TikTok, actually. I say the score pretty often. Actually, on YouTube, that's a good reminder. I don't have it refreshed. It's 10-7 Rams. I got to figure out how to do that on TikTok. I haven't even thought about that, to be honest with you. Stafford is the only non-Lions jersey I own. I bought a signed Super Bowl edition jersey. Nice. I rooted for Stafford to win. There was a mix of Detroit Lions fans. Some wanted him to, some didn't want him to. Appreciate all the likes over there on TikTok. We're at 1,200. Keep tapping the screen if you don't mind. We'll get some people in here calling the Rams and Eagles. Rams up early, 10-7 after the long Davante touchdown. Bo Nix or Kyler Murray. If you're talking for fantasy purposes, Nix, Denver. Who does Denver play? Murray plays San Francisco. That's no slouch of a game, but I like Murray there. What are their projections, too? When I was going to University of Detroit, he was the quarterback, so he is my guy. Nice. I'm talking about the front part, not the back. Oh, front part. Just like that. Just old school. Actually got to get some more Lions hats, man. But we broke around here, so got to get some more gear. I spent all my money on the setup back there. Go Blue, great win yesterday. I agree. Needed that one. Denver plays the Chargers. All right, so Bo Nix versus the Chargers or Murray versus the Niners. I don't know. Let me know, chat. What do y'all think? I think I would go with Murray. I would want to see the projections too, though. I like quarterback projections on ESPN. I don't like all of ESPN's projections, but they're pretty solid with quarterback projections. Incomplete pass there to A.J. Brown. Nice tight coverage. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Eagles. Nice. Thanks, my friend. Sick background, though. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, we worked hard on it, for sure. There's some more stuff. There's like, you got the Michigan helmet right there. then I'm going to put, I got like the neon colors there or whatever, just because it's on tap sports. So kind of like a bar theme. Get on YouTube, there's like a little bit more of the camera's over there behind this camera. So you get the whole view of the studio area. But TikTok obviously is vertical, so harder to do that. Barkley will take the run here. He'll go forward for 2 yards. 3rd and 8 up and coming. 1:05 remaining in the first. Let's see. Travis says Morgan definitely can't throw like the dawn on that trick play. Yeah, he's going to have to work at it for sure. I mean, that was crazy. He rushed it like crazy. The dude was wide open. I mean, all you had to do was lob it out there. I don't get it. I've thrown 2 passes on trick plays because I wasn't a quarterback. I was a running back. I've thrown 2 passes in my life, both for touchdowns. So, not going to brag or nothing, but. Oh, man. On 3rd and 8, the Rams bring the pressure. And when I say Hurts was just, I mean, he's fine. He's up and walking just fine, but he got leveled. By a safety. That helps a little bit. It wasn't by no dang linebacker or nothing like that, but goodness. Just brought the hammer on Hurts. Right up the gut. They let him through. And the Eagles will have to punt again. I should send you some Michigan beer draft handles for the on-tap thing. Yeah, dude. I'm down for that, Mark. Down for that for sure. I'm down to buy that, honestly. If you got like a I'm not sure if you got like a business that you do or anything like that or whatever. I'm happy to help. Support it. That'll look good for sure. In the first quarter, the Eagles have to punt when we come back. Chargers win, says Glenn. Chargers and Broncos. That'll be a good game. That's actually the other one I thought about calling. Chargers and Broncos, but I went with Cardinals and Niners. Just being honest, I'm a Lions fan, so like the NFC matchup, gets me going a little bit more than the AFC does because it allows me to have rooting interests. A casual collector, nice. I'll have to look up where you can even get those. I got a lot I want to do for sure. Just slowly but surely, I want to work at it. Travis says setup looks good. On tap sports stands out. I love it. Thanks, man. That's handcrafted, man. That's just on like yellow highlighter paper or whatever. Cut it out and everything else. My fiance was nice enough to let me stick it to the wall. She doesn't care, so she's cool. Just allowed me to have this little space in this room, and so I don't know. I think it looks good. It's good branding, I think. And I just kind of went with highlighter colors or whatever, neon colors, because obviously On Tap Sports is what I'm calling the virtual bar. So, but I got to get better at making videos. I got to make some videos, and man, I got frustrated the other day. I was making videos on TikTok, and I was working so hard at them. There were a bunch of videos with different teams, so you got to sit there. I got all the shirts back there of all the NFL teams. I'm doing like these skit videos, and TikTok just failed me. Completely got rid of the video. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like the audio just detached from the video, and I couldn't find a fix for it. So just had to scratch them. Just all that work, just hours of recording and writing scripts and everything else, just gone. I just can't stand it. I can't stand that stuff. It's annoying. It's like I'm trying to grow here. I'm trying to work at a channel, and they're over and stupid stuff like that happens. But it's okay. It's okay. I just got to figure out a different way. I mean, maybe you can't just record on your camera on your phone as is or whatever, and then import it or whatever. But it just never. It's not the same sound quality and stuff like that. TikTok is really good with that. Brother, what up? What up, guys? Oh, it's the real Detroit Lions coming in here. What's up, my friend? Dang, that's awesome. When I watch the replay of this, I'm definitely gonna clip that out for sure. The actual Detroit Lions are in here, guys. A lot of times you see that and you're like, it's not really them. This is on TikTok, by the way. We're watching on YouTube as well. But you see something like that usually, and you're just chilling, and you're like, it's not actually Detroit Lions. But no, click on it. It's 2.9 million followers. It's got to be them. Good to see you guys. This is On Tap Sports. Obviously a Lions fan. Virtual sports bar. We call the games around here. I'll be here tomorrow night for Lions and Ravens. Trying to get that dub. Philip says, pick the heck out of some apples. That's so awesome. I'm not going to lie. That's one of the coolest things that's happened on this channel. Pick the heck out of some apples. I'm back. Nice, man. That's my cousin, for anybody wondering. I went to the apple orchard yesterday. He went today. We went to the same one. Sometimes they take you to a treasure trove, says Mark. Dude, that's the official account. I know. I saw. He says travel day. That's so awesome, man. Y'all show the Lions some love in there, okay? They've got a lot of Lions. Well, we've got Lions fans in here right now or whatever. So, obviously, if you ain't following them already, surely I got to be following them. Yeah. I mean, I didn't start this account too long ago, but I'm sure I'm following them already. Hey, Lions, I live in the UP and have only missed one game since 2022, says Mark. That's awesome, man. I can't. It's too cool. Travis says, that's paper that looks like neon paint glowing from a backlight. Yeah, it's paper. It's like highlighter paper. What up, MSU Detroit fan? Good to see you in the house, my friend. Injuries, so many injuries. Yeah, don't like to see those. For sure. What was it, a 14-point game yesterday between Michigan State and Southern Cal? Covered the spread at least, right? Michigan State will be back. They'll be back. I'm a Michigan fan, obviously, for anybody that doesn't know, but they'll be back. All right, something's going on. It's in Los Angeles' favor, judging by the crowd reaction. The Rams will start their next possession. Got an interception, field goal, touchdown. That's how it's looked so far. So it's gotten gradually better. See what they can do here with a 10-7 lead. The Eagles defense needs to crunch down a little bit. Go blue, Rick. Yes, sir. Kyren Williams will take it on a stretch. He breaks a series of tackles, goes forward for 13 yards. First down for the Rams. They've been running the ball extremely well today so far. Really, honestly, the offense has looked great in general outside of that pick by Stafford. And even that was just a really good read by Bond. I can't believe the Lions are in here. That was pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. That was awesome. You definitely don't expect that when you only have 7 people on TikTok in, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm going to clip that out for sure. I love things like that on social media, man. I'm not going to lie, whenever. Because anybody that's new here or whatever and doesn't know, like I did have a pretty good fault. Like I had about 8,200 on YouTube, which isn't easy to do, you know. And things would happen. Things like that happen all the time, you know. If you keep putting in the work or whatever and keep showing up, cool things happen. I'm friends with people on my other TikTok account that it's crazy. I mean, you guys probably know some of the people that I'm friends with, like mutuals on there, like Justin Danger Nunley. I don't know if you guys know him, but friends with him on TikTok on my other account and all that. This just is cool when things like that happen. Stafford working out shotgun, 2nd and 11. They'll get it to Nacua. Gain of 4. Be 3rd and 7 up and coming. Big third down here for both teams, honestly. Rams to keep the momentum. Eagles to stop that Rams offense that's been awfully productive so far early on. Not just Lions. Y'all see that brutal injury to Wayne Matthews right before halftime? I did not, actually. Yeah, saw that MSU Detroit. What happened? Yeah, let us know. Devontae wants the pass interference. He'll get it. Either that or holding. He called for it immediately. We are in good company, says Mark. Bro, my Niners is cooked. Jawan Jennings and Purdy not playing, and Trent has an injury. Purdy's not playing? Dang. Who's their backup right now? I was calling that game later. I didn't know that Purdy wasn't playing. The Niners are still favored, though, so still should be a good game to call. But, yeah, I'll be calling that game, Arizona Niners, at 4:25. Mac Jones against Cardinals. Okay, he's a doable backup. Heading into the casino to get food. Catch you later. Thanks, Mark. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Thanks. Good luck if you end up doing some, the G word in the casino. Purdy plays next week. Okay, good deal. 2nd and 8. Stafford on the day, 5 of 10, 71 yards, touchdown and interception. 12:38 remaining. Rams up 10-7. Cardinals got all their weapons. We cook. Mac Jones is a fumbling merchant. I like that game. It should be fun, honestly. Them Eagles better start flying, says Susan. Fly, Eagles, fly. Right now they're grounded and on defense. Naku will go in motion on 2nd and 8. They'll hand it off to Kyren. They've had holes all game long. This carry no different. He'll gain the full 8 yards after a push forward. First down, Rams. Saw a highlight clip where they had to stretcher him off the field with the neck brace. Only update I heard was his motor skills were fine. Well, at least that latter part was good. Travis. Is Isaac Tesla playing? I don't see why he wouldn't be. That'd be tomorrow for the game. Tesla's got some nasty catches early on, that's for sure. Helmet on helmet. The hit went right through his neck. Man, oh man. I don't know if I can watch that, honestly. We'll be praying for him for sure. Corum this time forward for 7 yards after a nice-looking cut. What was his name again? Wayne Matthews. Okay. What up, James? Good to see you, my friend. 4,500 likes over there on TikTok. That's good. Getting some likes over there. My mom, 2 weeks ago, we finished the stream with like we finished the stream with like 7,200 likes. And she called me all excited that night. She thought that was how many people were in the stream. I was like, Mom, I appreciate your support, but you ever going to Lions game? I've been to a couple on the road and at home. Corum left side finds a seam, gets out to the 6, 1st and goal for the Rams. Up 10-7. Yeah, I've been to a couple, but I live in South Carolina. So I don't get to, it's not like I get to go often, but I've been to like Lions at Carolina and twice. I've been to Lions versus Cardinals years ago at home at Ford Field. Yeah, no Lions today. It's okay. We'll be here tomorrow on the channel. MSU says, yeah, most reports I'm being told he's a lot better, but he's still in the hospital in LA. Well, that's good at least that he's a lot better for sure. Stafford quick to Devontae. Man, I could have the fantasy football in me wanted that touchdown again, getting a little greedy because Adams already has a touchdown. But could have used another one there. They definitely had him on the slant. He just leaves it a little high. He had inside leverage there. I think he would have caught it for the touchdown, honestly. But Stafford sails it off, so we'll be 2nd and goal this time around. And I think Devontae's out for this play. He is. Usually means they're going to run to some degree because they're more of a bunch formation. Got Naku out a little wide, but they're going to bring him in motion. So they will run. Kyren will go forward. He continues moving the feet, gets out to the 3-yard line, 3rd and goal. Yeah, I'm in good shape on fantasy so far. Devontae already has 11. James Cook got me 19 the other day. Bijan with 7. Keon Coleman with a disappointing 3.5 the other day. Boswell with 2. I'm in all right shape. Not that anybody cares about my fantasy team. Stafford is a traitor. Nah, he did the right thing. It was time for both teams. Dylan says bear down. Good luck, my friend, against the Cowboys. I'll be checking in on that game every now and then at the 4 o'clock. They'll run again. Kyren gets in this time. And the Rams have an early 17-7 lead after the extra point. Uh-oh. There's a flag, but I think that's after the touchdown. We'll see. You think the Niners win? I do. I think the Niners will get a win there, but I don't know, man. That game's going to go back and forth. They're only 1.5 point favorites, so it's a gimme pretty much. They are going to call a holding. They're calling a holding. That would seem like a late flag unless, like, the cameras just didn't catch him or something. Yeah, I'm sure they will keep him for a few days to monitor him, concussion protocols as well. And MSU says MSU losing both our starting linebackers before halftime since Jordan Hall was ejected for targeting earlier. Man, oh, man. Who do you guys play next week? We got 5 over there on YouTube. Hit the like button if you don't mind. Over on TikTok, 4,700 likes. Keep hitting that heart button. Appreciate you guys. I got no stress today because the boys already won. Yes, indeed. Go Bills. Yeah, they got the win over my cousin's favorite team, the Dolphins. All right, so the Rams will have to go 3rd and goal again. Devontae with another shot to get another touchdown here. Let's go. That's what I want. That was a huge call there. Stafford, he's looking Devontae's way. He definitely wants him. He's been looking for him the whole time. He's going to throw it, and it's a risky throw to Higbee. Almost picked off by Cooper DeJean, but either way, it's deflected. They'll have to go for a field goal here, and that's a big 7 points taken away from the Rams. I didn't see the replay. I should have watched the replay to see if I agreed with the holding call there. You watch Chat Sports Lines? I do. What's that, Mike? Right? I've watched him for a while. Little man is ready for a nap. Be back in a few. Sounds good, Susan. Appreciate you, my friend. All right, Cardi trying to get his second field goal of the day to give the Rams a 13-7 lead. It's up and in right down the pipe. 13-7. LA with the lead. 9:15 remaining here until halftime. Good to see you guys. We just had the Detroit Lions official account in here. Pretty dope. This is on Tap Sports. I'm obviously a Lions fan. This is supposed to be up here more. I don't know what it's doing. Give it another shot. I want to work too much, but working away too much, but that'll be good. And this way. It's always hard figuring out when it's mirrored like that. We're over on YouTube and TikTok. This is on Tap Sports, the virtual sports bar, calling the Rams-Eagles game. It's 13-7. Rams with the lead here. Running the ball well, moving the ball well. Outside of that Stafford pick, they've really kind of been in control of this game so far. Eagles offense not doing wonderful things. Even on the touchdown drive, it was a short field and a couple 4th down conversions on that one. But nonetheless, it's still a 6-point game, and we got a good one here in Philadelphia. Be calling Niners and Cardinals later out there in San Francisco. And we're going to take tonight off, no Giants Chiefs, because who wants to call the Giants and Chiefs? That is one thing. I don't care how large this channel ever gets in the future. I will probably, I don't know if this is what you guys want to hear. Probably not. I mean, you want to be able to watch it all times, but I don't know how often I'll call games like that. I just can't do it. I feel like it's like I don't know. I just think those are good moments to spend with my fiance instead of calling the Chiefs and the Giants. There's no other way to put it. I am not somebody that's gonna. I don't mind working hard, but I'm not somebody that's gonna like pretend like I like calling a game just because it gives me numbers. You know. Found out we had a Michigan transfer at linebacker yesterday, Samaj Bridgman. Interesting. I never heard that name, to be honest with you. And I usually keep up. I don't do it as much, MSU, but I used to always really keep up with our with everything. But now they come and go so quickly, you know, in college that it's hard to keep up with that stuff. MSU has bye week then next week, then play Nebraska. Ooh, that would be a good one. MSU and Nebraska. Wonder where that's at. We need that bye, so that's good. Yeah, we did. We needed one pretty bad, I think. Yeah, choking Tigers. You ain't lying, man. I don't know what it is. I saw somebody do a little song today, and they were like, "Can Tarek call every week or pitch every game?" I mean, that would be lovely because we don't have a lot of pitching help, and we're just falling apart at the seams. Honestly, Tigers are after being first place much of the season in the first half in the league, not just our league in the whole league. So flag on the kick return. See what it is. That's generally on the returning team. Yeah, the center did tackle him or whatever, so it was a little bit of a hold-in. I just felt like it was a late call. Braves already up 1-0 mid-third. Man, oh man. We're over at 4,700 likes on TikTok. See if we can't get to 5,000 soon. I just gave myself some love. 9:08 remaining in the second, 13-7. Rams with the lead. It was holding on the Eagles. 2 separate players held. So the Eagles will pin themselves back even further. An offense that hasn't really moved the ball very well today so far, outside of that short field, is putting themselves in trouble here on this next possession. Red Wings preseason starts in 2 days. Looking forward to that. I got to get back into Red Wings hockey like I used to. The hard thing with the hockey for me, I think you could probably understand this, MSU, assuming you live, I feel like you said you live in Michigan, is I don't get to see the Red Wings play very often, because I'm in the South. And hockey is not a sport that I watch enough to where I would buy the package, honestly. I've bought, and I've done the same thing with basketball, NBA too, or whatever. I've bought it some years, and other years I haven't. Luckily, I get the baseball package every year because I'm a T-Mobile customer, and T-Mobile gives you MLB package for free. So that's lovely. So I can watch the Tigers. All right, 2nd and 8 now. They'll swing it out to Barkley. He's trying to make his man miss. He cannot. Good gang tackling there by the Rams. Be another 3rd and long for the Eagles. Man, if the Rams can get a stop here. That defense is looking awfully good. There's another flag, though. A lot of flags that I'm not seeing. Oh, there's no foul, they said. Third and 6 up and coming, and they're going to sit Barkley on this play. Hurts only 2 for 5 on the day, 16 yards. He's done some work with his legs, but still. The Eagles have mostly have had short TOPs, short drives. 3rd and 6, he'll work out a shotgun. He will have a running back on his left side. 3 at the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom. We'll put Dotson in motion, snap it out. And Hurts with time has a man, and that closes quickly. Good break there by the corner for the Rams, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, 4th and 6 up and coming. He had Dotson. He floated it just a little bit too much, didn't put enough zip on the ball there, and it gave the corner for the Rams enough time to make a play on it, and a good play he made indeed. Detroit Lions for life. Yes, sir. Don't spam the chat, though, please. Well, it's now, MSU says, it's now or never for Steve Yzerman. Also, if you have ESPN Plus and live out of state, you should be able to get Red Wings as long as they aren't playing the Hurricanes. Oh, interesting. I don't think I have it. I don't know if I have ESPN Plus or not. I feel like I do because my cousin, I think, pays for it, has it. All right, got to meet you for a second. All right, we're going to commercial break. It is 13-7 Rams over the Eagles. It's been a pretty good ball game so far. The Eagles' offense has really struggled. Rams getting good pressure. Even when they don't get good pressure there, they were able to come up with a PBU, little pass breakup. Rams' offense has looked relatively good. They've started with the interception. That was the bad. But then got a field goal on the next drive, touchdown to Devontae Adams on a 44-yard play action pass with lots of time to throw for Stafford. And then they got a field goal last time around. They had a touchdown, but got a holding on the touchdown. So they had to settle for a field goal, and they'll get another possession, see what they can do with this one. I said Hurricanes. I'm going to unmute that guy because how can you unmute somebody? There we go. Just didn't want the chat to be spammed. I said Hurricanes because you said you live in South Carolina, so they will claim South Carolina as their market. Yeah, I think so. I think we get more Hurricanes here than anything else. Isn't it? This will show how little of hockey I've been watching. I don't know if Atlanta's still here. The Thrashers. Yo, what up, Mr. Louie? Good to see you, my friend. Appreciate you guys over on TikTok. We're at 4,800 likes. Tap that screen if you don't mind. Calling the Rams and Eagles, calling the Niners and Cardinals. couple undefeated games. Denver or the Chargers, man, maybe I should have thought about calling that game, honestly. A lot of people talk about that one. Where's that one at? That's one of those games I like the home team, honestly, because their divisional opponents just sounds like those teams are so even, honestly, and similar. So I would take the home team in that one, and I would almost venture to bet that the home team will win the second time around too in the rematch. Let's go Lions. Goff to throw for 325 yards tomorrow. You know, Goff does this thing where if he has a crazy week one week, I think we'll get the running game going more tomorrow. I would venture to say that Goff's numbers will look pretty light tomorrow, unless, and this is definitely a big possibility as I'm adjusting over here on TikTok. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on. Unless we fall behind, which is definitely a possibility on the road at Baltimore. So I could definitely see Goff getting some padded stats, but that's not the way I want Goff to have a good game, if he's going to have a good game. There we go. I like that more. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. They're trying to. It's hard because I'm trying to get like situated on YouTube and TikTok. All right, we're back in action. 2nd and 6 for the Rams. No Thrashers. Thrashers have been gone since 2012 when they moved to Winnipeg to become the Jets. Man, that is I would have never guessed that, honestly. I had a feeling they were gone because I haven't heard about them as much, but I didn't know they left in 2012. That shows you how little hockey I watch these days. You know, we used to be on TV just all the time because we were so good, the Red Wings. Oh, man. Why open it up? Why open what up? Oh, let's go to Mario Goff. Oh. Stafford finds Nacua for the first down on that one. Rams are in business again on the Eagles side of the field. They're at the 35, 1st and 10. Nacua with 4 receptions, 33 yards. We have 6:25 remaining in the first half, 13-7 Rams. Stafford working out a shotgun, looks right, finds Adams. Nice little catch there. Devontae's sick, man. He's got some really good hands. Just did that with such ease. Caught it before he went out of bounds. Passing game Lions. No, I'm saying for the Lions passing game, I'm saying we would probably only open it up if we have to, because we're down, so to the Ravens in Baltimore. That I just normally Goff, if he goes out, because last week he had the 5 touchdowns and a bunch of yards. Normally, if he goes off like that one week, the next week it's more about the running game. Goff is not usually over and over and over again, bunch of touchdowns, bunch of yards kind of guy. I could be wrong, though. We all are. Corum will go left side. He'll pick up the first down on 2nd and 6. He'll gain about 9. First down, Rams. What is Yoder's beef with Devin Gardner? Gardner didn't say anything out of pocket. He was speaking truth. Yeah, Travis, I'm not sure what that particular thing's about. I'll have to look into that. But you know me, man. Some people are very hesitant to talk about other creators and stuff like that in this field because they're worried they might burn bridges and stuff like that. I'm not. I've never really been a Yoder guy, to be honest with you. Never have. And I just think he's kind of fake. I mean, I don't know any other way to put it. Never been a Yoder guy. I think he's fake. I think he acts like a know-it-all. And I don't know if he really knows that much, to be honest with you. And he always acts like he has like inside information that I just don't think he has. What up, little Bubba? Good to see you, my friend. Over on TikTok. How many on TikTok? Looks like everyone moved to that platform that used to be on the YouTube stream, Travis. No, there's only 10 on TikTok. There's 5,200 likes, but it's easier to like. You can keep tapping on TikTok. No, Travis, it's probably 2nd and 4, minimal gain there, maybe 1. It's gonna be tough for me on on these platforms, Travis. I like right now, none of the platforms are really. They just always switch all over the place as to who has better organic growth. Right now, it's Instagram, honestly. So I'm going to be working on going on Instagram Live as well. I just got to figure out how to do that because I'm on my phone on TikTok and I'm on my computer here. So I don't know how to get Instagram up as well. It's not like I have another phone. So we'll have to see. But Instagram right now seems to have better organic growth. TikTok, ever since they've had these like trade, Stafford goes left side to Adams on the out route and he overshoots him again. So it's 4th and 3. Rams are going to have to settle for another field goal. So that's been the one good thing the Eagles have been able to do, and it's allowed the Rams to not pull away completely. But yeah, TikTok, ever since all the sale talk and everything back in January, I mean, it's been pretty porous. I know because I have my other channel that I'm doing well on, and I'm not getting views on there anymore, and I have 130,000 followers on it. 33-yard attempt here by Cardi. He's true again. Cardi very consistent, right down the middle pretty much. And the Rams are up 16-7. But again, the Eagles doing a great job not breaking here, bending, not breaking. Keeping in the game. I mean, they're down 9, but it feels like they should be down by a lot more. So they're probably happy that it's just 9 at this point. We'll go to commercial break. 16-7, Rams over the Eagles. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. We're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. Travis says, right, he talks like he has the inside scoop or the first to have it. He made an entire video on bashing Gardner. I guarantee you I'm going to be on Gardner's side on that. Like, I can all but venture to say I will be. But I'll have to check it out. Maybe, who knows? I'll be surprised. I usually try to go into those things, even if I don't like somebody or care much for them or whatever. I try to give them a clean slate or whatever for particular things, see what happens. But that sounds to me like I already have the feel of somebody that's kind of like jealous that Gardner has like a voice in the game, and you know what I'm saying, like has a voice in the game, and Yoder, those kind of people. That's another thing with people that do what I'm trying to do or whatever. Obviously, I got a pretty decent sized following on YouTube over time. Is people start to get jealous of other people, and I can't stand that. You know, I'm not naturally a jealous person. I am human. You know, there are times where like you think in your head just to yourself, like, why can it happen for him, but it's not, nothing's happening for me kind of thing. That's pretty normal. But when people actually start to get jealous and start to show their jealousy, because you know, it's just crazy. I don't know, man. There's always something. Maybe it's, you know, it's not the system beating you. That's for sure. You have just as much of an opportunity as that person does. So, I mean, for me, anytime I don't get the numbers I want and am not making the progress I want, normally it's a me thing, because I very much am somebody that will take breaks and you know, be good for my mental health, and I don't mind that. But it also really hurts your channels when you do that. It always does. I don't like that. I think the system does kind of screw you with that, but it is what it is. I'm also not going to sit there burning myself out and tearing down my mental health or whatever, calling games when I got other stuff, like, you know, when life is really hitting you hard. I don't think, you know, pushing through is always the right answer. Travis says Gardner made a legit evaluation and criticism after the Oklahoma game, and Yoder got mad. Sounds about right. They fumbled or bobbled the return there, so the Eagles are terrible field position again. They'll start out at 13. Outside of the interception, they've had some bad field position because of penalties or costly cues or mistakes. Got to come with it tomorrow. Sam Laporta with 6 catches. I can see that. I think we're going to, you know, I think the thing for Detroit tomorrow is, how are we going to contain Lamar? You know, I mean, that sounds so simple. It sounds so cliche, but Detroit we sometimes have a rough time with those kind of quarterbacks. Jaden got us pretty good in the divisionals last year for the Commanders, and Josh Allen got us good the year before. I mean, earlier in the season. Hurts will work under center. He'll put Dotson in motion, play action, and they'll go screen to Saquon. It's not set up very well. Rams defense swarming today. They look really, really good. And the Eagles offense, that has been a point of contention so far, that the Eagles offense maybe hasn't looked as good as it did last year, especially down the stretch. They're 18-1 in the last 19 games, which I just learned today. I knew they were doing well, but yeah, I mean, there's been talk of how the Eagles offense hasn't looked as good this year so far, but it was still early in the season, obviously. But we're seeing more of it today. Now A.J. Brown, out of his frustration with a personal foul, slapped the helmet of the Rams defender. Yep, contain their game. I agree. We got to find a way to contain Lamar. I mean, if he can get outside, I just got a feeling there's going to be a lot of where we have good coverage because we have some pretty good cover corners and secondary. I think there's going to be a lot of good coverage and then Lamar breaking our contain. Honestly, I'm pretty concerned about it. I think rightfully so. Go Lions, baby! Yes, sir. Go Lions. We'll be here tomorrow for the game. Calling it there. Come by, what I want to do really. I have you can see it on YouTube, but I have this mic clipped right to my computer. And so on TikTok, you can come in and y'all can do it today if you want to. I got to figure out a way to invite people. But yeah, if y'all want to call in, I want to make it more of a call-in show where I'm calling the game while the fans are calling in. Because it's a virtual sports bar is the whole premise. So I want it to be like we're just chilling, watching the game and having some drinks together or whatever. And you can call in. For me, it's less about the play-by-play. You guys can see it on the TV. You know what's going on. I'm going to call the play-by-play, but I'd rather just talk sports with people and talk what's going on. They'll go conservative again on 3rd and 16. The Philly fans, and Philly fans are how they are. They're booing, but probably the right call there. Hurts is struggling. Don't want to make a mistake to put you down even further. We're getting closer to the 2-minute warning. Rams up 16-7. They'll get the ball back on 4th and 9. Eagles will have to punt it away. Aiden Hutchinson going to do something different tomorrow. Try it, Lamar. Yeah, I think Hutchinson could be the X factor there. He definitely is smart enough is the bigger thing, but I think the problem is he athletic enough to keep Lamar contained. Obviously, Hutchinson's athletic, but Lamar's Lamar. It's not going to be easy. Won't be easy tomorrow, and we'll have to tackle well. Have to wrap up. Watch the hips, all the basic stuff. You can't let Lamar get loose too much. Travis says, laugh out loud, like we tried when I was at the Big Ten championship game in 2021 and tried to join the YouTube stream after Michigan won. Laugh out loud, that didn't work out. Yeah, it's easier on TikTok now. I know you're not much of a TikTok person, but it did sell to or last I checked, there's rumor that it sold to Oracle, which is an American company. So maybe you'll get on TikTok if you haven't already. But it's easy on there because all you have to do is just, I can invite you or you can invite yourself. It's much easier. I don't have to give out like a code and stuff like that, like I do for YouTube. So it's pretty simple. And I got the mic, and so you'll be able to hear well the calls. It won't be like a muffled sound. I think once we get bigger, we'll for sure be doing that, and it'll work out. Good to see everybody here. We are at commercial break. It's 16-7. Rams over the Eagles. We're at the 2-minute warning. Rams about to get the ball back after a punt when we come back from the commercial break. Rams defense has just played phenomenally well. I keep kind of hinting that it might be the Eagles offense struggling as they had throughout the season. But honestly, I think today it's more the Rams defense just playing really well. They've just good team tackling and just keeping everybody in front of them. They've done a good job. They've been great against the run. Barkley has yet to get loose. So it's been a good effort for the Rams across the board. But as you know, it's the Eagles, man. It's not going to be simple. You can be up 9 and starting to feel good about yourself. That can change in a hurry. Yeah, my fantasy's looking good still. I got a squad, man. I'm not going to lie. I've told a couple people this. You guys some of you have seen it, but we're at commercial break, by the way, just in case you're just now tuning in. But in a 12-man league, in a pretty good 12-man league, it has been over the years. But I got Caleb Williams at quarterback, which has so far been pretty good steal or whatever for what it's worth. And when I got him, I got Caleb Williams, but then I got, and it's 12-man league, Bijan and James Cook. Somehow I got Bijan and James Cook because I had the first pick, and I chose Bijan over Chase. Yes, I did that. So far, it's looking like the right decision. I took Bijan and James Cook, Devontae Adams. I got Xavier Worthy when he's back. Keon Coleman. I got Hollywood Brown, the Jawan Jennings. So it's just a lot of depth at receiver for sure. And James Conner at the flex. That's good. I mean, you got Bijan, James Cook, and James Conner as your 3 running backs in. That's solid. I got Seahawks defense this week and Chris Boswell kicking. But the big no-no so far has been I have Ertz now. I picked him up, but Mark Andrews has not done anything. He's been the disappointment so far. 0.9 points both weeks. Kyron takes it left side, gets out to the 44-yard line. First down, man. They're tearing them apart with the run. Hey, Lions or Ravens, who you got winning? I'm going to be honest. I see you're a Lions fan like I am. I think the Ravens win tomorrow. Don't hate me. Don't unfollow. Devontae with a catch there for about 7 yards. Second 3 up and coming in the 2-minute offense here. Yeah, I'm just trying to be a realist. Obviously, we'll be here. We'll be calling the game. We'll be live. We'll have the loud cup. We'll be rooting for our Lions, but, it's going to be a tough one. Just don't love it. It's away, not going to be easy. Left side again. This time the Eagles do a better job. That was 2nd and 2. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like. 3rd and 2 up and coming. That clock's running. Looks like the Rams are kind of content. They have 3 timeouts. I don't know why they're not calling a timeout here. Not to question McVay. I think they're trying to see if they can get the first down first before they start using these things. But, I mean, what are we doing? Why are we in a huddle? It's 32 seconds left. Like, it's just running, and you're all the way at the – this is kind of crazy. I don't like this at all. This is kind of punking out. You're at the 29-yard line, and you're letting the clock run just like this as though you're not going to get this first down. Now, if you get this first, you wasted so much time, but they don't get it. Stafford's done that a couple times where he just has left it high, this time to Nacua. So now, in hindsight, it looks a little better of a decision, sit there letting the clock run out. But I think no matter what, that was the wrong thing to do. And, man, Stafford had Nacua wide open. He has sailed He's sailed 3 passes so far, and it's really cost the Rams. I know they're up 16-7, and Cardi been pretty true. He should hit this field goal. Hopefully it's not the announcer's curse. Does the announcer's curse, does that count on TikTok? 46-yard attempt. We'll see. Good snap, good hold. Kick is inside the upright barely. Almost was the announcer's curse. But it's in. It's 19-7, but, man, that is now the 4th field goal for Cardi. Who's got him in fantasy? 4th field goal for Cardi. It's 19-7, but, man, the Rams could be up by a lot right now. Eagles have held strong. And Stafford, like I said, has sailed some passes over. Laugh out loud. April was here when you read the last message. She shook her head and said, puke. She won't let us go to Ann Arbor for a game until I buy her tickets to a Buckeye game. I got to say Buckeye, I think, because of TikTok. They are strict out there, Travis. Yeah, that's fair. I think she's, you know my stance on that. I think you should let her go to one. I think you should I think that's a fair trade. I think April's being fair. She's gone to these games with you, right? To these Michigan games. I don't know. Just a thought. I'm going to stay out of it, though, because you're my boy. All right, Rams kicking off. 10 seconds left in the half. Appreciate you, Philip. 13 goats, baby. Tiny, tiny hot dogs. 3 of them. Heart me's. Love it. We love the things over on TikTok. Still have no idea what they mean. I need a TikTok gift. What do you call those things? Keys, right? Where you can look it up and see what they are. I love it. Tiny, tiny hot dogs. Hot dog, what is it? Like a hot dog that's a dinosaur? Too late. She heard you and smiling and said thank you. She's like, he's got my back. Hey, Just saying. I mean, it's only fair. I don't like the Buckeyes either, but I think if my girl had to suffer through some Michigan games with me, I think I'd take her. I think she's got a point, a valid point. At the half, 97 pass yards for the Rams, 192 total yards, -1 pass yards for the Eagles, and I think it was like 37 total yards. They are not doing anything, but it's still only a 12-point game. I mean, 12 points is a lot in the NFL, but it just feels like a much bigger deficit here. What's up, fellow Lions fan? One pride, baby. One pride, Joey. I'll be here for the Lions game tomorrow. Lions versus Ravens. Give me a like if you don't mind. We'll see if we can start getting some bigger crowds here. TikTok Live, they got to do better, man. They used to be so organic. You used to be able to have hundreds in alive, no problem. We'll get there. Got 15 in right now. Hit that like if you don't mind. We got 5,400 likes. What you guys want to do during halftime? I think I might look to see what's going on in the rest of the sphere here. All right. Let's go over the games really quick. We got Colts over the Titans 17-6, 37 seconds remaining in that one. Colts are at the Tennessee 48. Buccaneers over the Jets 13-6, second and 10 are the Jets on their own 35 with 139 remaining. 17-10, Commanders over the Raiders, 3rd and 17 for the Raiders at their own 34, 106 remaining in the second. Minnesota's up 17-3 over the Bengals, so the Bengals really struggling there without Burrow. Who's their backup? Is it still that guy from Washington? The Huskies guy? Browning? Yeah, probably. 17-3 though. They're struggling. Looks like Rodgers with a pick six. Okay, that was huge then, because it could be 10-10. That's a big old swing. Jaguars over the Houston Texans 7-3, 153 remaining in that half. Steelers 14-7 over the Patriots. Rams up by 12 over the Eagles in this one that we're calling, and Panthers up 10-0. Oh, Packers only up 3-0 over there on Cleveland, huh? Come on, Browns. I don't mind that. Yeah, that's only shockers. I think the only shockers I see, everything looks pretty normal here, except for Rams over Eagles by 12 at the half. Panthers over Falcons shocks me a little bit. And then Packers only up 3-0 on Cleveland. That's a little bit surprising. We will take that. See if the Browns can finish it, can do some work in the second half. Maybe score some points. I don't know. Go Eagles, says the commenter, and DJ King over there. Good to see you guys. We're over on TikTok and YouTube. Jordan Love, 10 for 13 for 65 yards. So only 6.5 yards per completion. Looks like he's playing the short game here. Brown's not going to let him be bailed out by a long play. I'll buy the tickets, but I'm not stepping foot in that stadium. It's fair. I mean, my friends and I go to a different college football stadium every year. We didn't do it this year because one of us is having a kid, not me, just so we're clear. But I think eventually I'm going to have to set foot in that place because it's only fair that we want to check out every stadium or as many stadiums as possible. We've been to plenty so far. I've been to some of the best ones in the nation, honestly. Hey, I come back to hear you don't like the Buckeyes. I mean, Susan, that's not a shocker to you, is it? You've known that. I think I'm changing my mind about my Eagles. Yeah, they're not looking great today. But, you can't win the Super Bowl every year. Just kidding. It's only the third game of the season. They'll be all right. Their offense just isn't looking wonderful. And I don't know if it's in part to who they're playing or what. I mean, they had the Chiefs last week and the Rams defense looks good this week. So can't get too down on them. They've, played some good teams. Obviously, they opened the season with what? The Giants, I think. Or was it the Giants that they opened the season with? I could be wrong on that. But either way, played Chiefs last week and Rams this week. Can't get too down on the stats and all that stuff or whatever. And they're 2-0. Looks like who's this? Sorry guys, I'm flipping around looking for games that are on, but pretty much everybody's close to halftime or at halftime at this point. If you're just new here, it's On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. It's 19-7 at the half in the Rams Eagles game that we're calling. We'll be back as soon as it goes out of halftime. Davante Adams with a nice touchdown earlier on a play action pass, 44-yarder. Outside of that, though, Eagles have held the Rams to nothing but field goals. 4 field goals, or else this game could be completely out of hand at this point. But as it stands, just a 12-point lead, and the Eagles get the ball back. I mean, 1 touchdown drive, and this game's right back in interesting mode. We call them the Niners and Cardinals later, 4:25 Eastern Standard Time kickoff. So that should give me just a little bit of time to eat some pizza and get back on here. And we will not be calling the game tonight. I've said that a couple times, but just in case you haven't heard that, not calling Chiefs and Giants. Sorry, guys. Nothing about Chiefs and Giants sounds good to me. No shock. In reality, it's just pure fun, and I still like my Eagles. That's fair, Susan. Hey, I'll never be a liar. We know that. What, buddy? You need to go outside? You go outside? I'm gonna let my dog out really quick. He's kind of moaning like he needs to. Be right back. Go outside? All you have to do is that. Oh. That's the Lord. Mm-mm-mm. Made myself some popcorn too. Let the dogs out, made some popcorn. It's always difficult during halftime. I'm just not I'm not one of those people that can really be a filler person. But like when the YouTube channel would have hundreds of people in there, that was always great because I could catch up with chats and everything else during halftime. Need to watch that the Charlie Kirk funeral or whatever. I got it. I'm gonna watch it later. Don't get too political in the chat, so please. I already got enough of that on my other channel. Um, that's things just heartbreaking to begin, regardless. Honestly. All right, be right back. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. Yes, sir. I agree. Have you heard this John Snyder song, Charlie's Words? It's really good. I've not. I've heard it. Well, maybe I have because I don't know them by the title. I've heard a few songs, so I might have to check that one out specifically, Susan. And I may have already seen it. Honestly, I just don't know. Don't know the words, the songs by the titles or whatever. For me, um, just watching clips that show up of him and his daughter and his son and his wife, like I don't know. Sometimes people get so caught up in what people do for their profession and what they're doing out and about and everything that they kind of forget or don't care about the fact that, I mean, people depend on that person, and love them and adore them no matter what you think of them. So for me, it was just heartbreaking because I'm a dad and a stepdad and a fiance. New CFP rankings out. Indiana jumped to 11th and Illinois fell to 23rd. Wait, CFP already? No way, right? Just AP poll, right? Travis? The Eagles are starting at the 9. They bobble another kick return. The fans are booing, rightfully so. I mean, this guy is messed. I mean, I guess Cardi kicks the ball a certain way or something. They're saying that makes it hard to catch, but they bobble multiple kick returns and they're getting terrible field position because of it. All right, second half up and starting here. Rams up 19-7. Eagles with the ball first, and they'll start the ball once again at their own 9, inside the 10-yard line once again. Hurts only 4 of 8 for 17 yards today. They just said that's the worst half they've had under Nick Sirianni since he's been there. Doesn't get much better there as it's a complete pass, but it only goes for 3 yards, 2nd and 7 up and coming. Lane Johnson has a neck injury. He's questionable. I didn't even see him go out earlier. That's a big loss, obviously. Saquon only 7 for 13. A.J. Brown, no catches. Obviously 0 yards as a result. Yeah, AP says Travis. Got it. All right, Hurts under shotgun. He's sacked. Fumbles. Who's got it? It's still loose. It's still loose. Rams say they have it. They're pretty confident, and they do. The Rams will have the ball. Looks like it might be a 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Hurts, nothing he could do there. His backside pressure didn't see him coming, and he just gets blasted. Man, the Eagles have looked rough today. That was Verse. Talented defensive end out of Florida State. And then the skirmish for the ball. That ball was just moving around for the longest time, and the Rams end up falling on it. Good start for the Rams in this half. The Rams start the first half with a Matt Stafford interception. They'll go the opposite way and get the fumble recovery this time around. All right, 19-7. Rams already with the ball. 48 seconds into the third quarter. 1st and goal from the 10. Stafford will work under center. Nacua in motion. He's going to fake it to Nacua and throw it out to Kyren. Kyren could get in here. He does. High steps. Touchdown, Rams. Kyren Williams with the catch. Couldn't be Devontae, could it, huh? And the Rams up 25-7. Extra point pending. It was a good play design right there for sure. Got Kyren so much attention on Nacua. Got Kyren open out in the flats. He beats him to the edge. That's the other thing. I've been talking about how bad the Eagles' offenses look today. The Eagles' defense has looked rough as well. I mean, they got that interception on that first drive, but they've given up points every single drive since then. Lots of points. I mean, 4 field goals and 2 touchdowns. If they this could be a 30-something to 7 ball game right now. Eagles in trouble in this one. These are 2-2-0 teams. One of them's got to lose, I guess. You're watching On Tap Sports. This is your virtual sports bar. We have 6,400 likes over on TikTok. Might be going for a record there. I think so far since I've been back, it's been 7,200 is my most that I've had on TikTok in terms of likes. So, appreciate it if you guys help me there. I'm going to give myself some likes as well. And we're over on YouTube also. Good to see you guys. Updating the score over on YouTube. It's at 26 to 7, man. What a shocker. What a shocker. I had a You said I told you. I had the Rams covering in this one. I had a feeling they could, play them well today. Obviously, with the acquisition of Devontae, that Rams offense is better in my opinion, even without Cooper Kupp, obviously going to Seattle. That helps out. And, there's always that whole thing where they kind of ended their season last year, so they're a little bit bitter about it. But I'd be lying if I said I thought it was going to be 26 to 7 in the third quarter. I thought the Rams could find a way to win late in the game if they kept it close, but 26 to 7. Honestly, hopefully, I was rooting for the Rams to win the game, so that's fine with me. But hopefully, the Eagles will start putting some points together and putting some drives together because I don't want to call a complete boring game. I've heard of bad days, but what the blazes? Doggone it. Shaking my head, says Susan. Yeah, it's been a rough one. I mean, it is just no time for Hurts. There's been no time for Hurts. Barkley can't get going. Again, kudos to the Rams defense. It's not all the Eagles offense playing poorly. Rams defense is swarming and just beating them up front across the board on passes and runs. And then, like I said, the Rams offense, the Rams have just played a stellar game today. This looks a lot, I think, even better. I was about to say a lot like Green Bay over Detroit in week 1, but I think the Rams look better today than Green Bay did. The Rams bobble the kickoff again. More boos coming. They'll get it to the 21 this time at least, but what is Cardi doing with these kicks that's making them drop every single kick? Like, all you got to do is catch it and haul it in. Like, what is this? You got no choice but to put the ball in the air and open this offense up. Here's what I would line up on one of the sides myself, and I would Rams are fired up. Sean McVay and crew fired up on the sidelines. Here we go. Let's see if the Eagles can fly their way back into this one. 21-yard line in shotgun. Hurts throws it. They get the first completed pass to A.J. Brown of the day. It'll go for 8 yards. 2nd and 2 up and coming. And the crowd is roaring. They're happy. They're asking, where was that all game? Let's see if they can continue to get A.J. Brown involved. They're going to need him and a lot of others if they want to even have a chance in this game. Hurts now 5 of 9 for just 20 yards. You heard that correct. We are in the third quarter. This time they'll run Barkley left side. He'll go forward for 3 yards. First down, Eagles. Pam Oliver on the sidelines. She's been doing this for a long, long time, huh? She's a goat. All right, Eagles get the first down, so they've done the job so far on this drive. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go to Barkley. Barkley with a seam here. He'll get out to the 39-yard line. 2nd and 4 up and coming. They'll go hurry up. Obviously down 19. No need to panic just yet, but need some drives here. Hurts will take it himself. Go forward for about 4 yards. It's a first down. There is a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. Maybe they had their wings clipped, said Susan. Quite possibly. I think I know who's holding the scissors too. The Rams defense. And just when they get something good going, they're going to have a penalty flag there, holding on 2 guys. Only one can be called, obviously. But they get the first down, and it gets taken away from them. Juergens with a hold on the outside. Was indeed a little bit of a clip. A little bit of a hold. Kind of ticky-tack, but I can see it. So now instead of a first down, it'll be 2nd and 13 for the Eagles. 12:30 remaining in the third. Hurts working out of the shotgun. Doesn't look like Barkley to his right. Hurts goes deep to Brown. It's caught. Nice grab there over the shoulder by A.J. Brown. 1st and 10. And they're cooking in Rams territory now. Beat him off the line of scrimmage. Gets it all the way out to the 34-yard line. Now all of a sudden you get A.J. Brown involved. No catches in the first half. Holy moly, where have you been? I've been gone, my friend, but I'm here. I'm back. You'll have to tell me who you are, though. Because just a bunch of emojis on TikTok. Hurts deep again. Has his man. Touchdown, Eagles. It's Dallas Goedert with the long touchdown. Wide open down the seam. Good drive there by the Eagles. What up, Travis? Travis is laughing. Goedert beats his man, gets right behind the linebacker. And Hurts puts it on a rope. Where has this been the whole game? That's what I'm saying, though. All those field goals, no matter how, Rams are still in good shape here. They'll still be up 12. But all those field goals, it just feels like the Eagles could make a comeback if they can play some more sound defense. Hurts trying to get his guys pumped up, saying, hey, listen, we ain't going nowhere. Go blue, brother. My first stream watching you was actually 2020 Michigan versus Rutgers. I remember that one all too well. Ain't that the game that I think that's the game that Cade McNamara came in and just played lights out or whatever after Milton was being terrible. We won the game and we're like, what? I think in how many overtimes? I want to say like 3. And we're just like, man, we had to go to 3 overtimes versus Rutgers. Like this is bad. Who knew that we would be winning a championship years later? I didn't know that because I said to fire Harbaugh. So, good thing I'm not the Michigan athletic director. That's great. They heard Susan say they had other wings clip and just flew the coop. You ain't lying, Travis. No, they said, no, we ain't gonna let Susan and Ray just sit there bashing us like that. We're gonna get our stuff together. Phillips sent a goat times 152. Phillips in a cocktail times 9. 9 cocktails, I'll be out. Thanks, Cuzzo. Okay, Phil's going crazy now. What is 75, 76, 77? What is this? What does all this mean? Do you have to click these over and over again, or do you just put in the number? I'm getting lots of cocktails. This is definitely on tap sports. Susan says I should have said that earlier. What it says, congrats, Philip lit up TikTok on tap sports gift gallery. He's just sending all kinds of things. And on tap sports has no clue what they are. Sent TikTok logo times 16. I got goats, I got cocktails, I got TikToks. I don't know what any of it means, but there's just a lot of numbers on my screen. You're the best, Cuzzo. Whatever all this means, you're the best. But you're the GOAT. You're the GOAT of TikTok gifters. Greatest of all TikTokers. Oh, things are starting to hurt. It means I spent $10. But hey, that's $10 I didn't have before. We will take it. That's awesome. That's awesome though that you can do all that stuff for $10. What great value. What great value. Yeah, I know. TikTok will take a TikTok takes their percentage. That's for sure. It's crazy when they do. It's crazy they do that. I always think like TikTok and all those places, they should take money for videos and stuff like that because they're giving us a platform or whatever. But for I just think for gifts or whatever and stuff, that should be 100% to the creator. Just my personal opinion, but it is what it is. Whatever. What are we gonna do? They're our boss. Get companies take people's bonuses from them all the time. Taylor says, "Hey Ray, what up, Taylor? Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a great Sunday." 26-14 now in this one. 1st and 10. Stafford under center. Works it right to Nacua, who spins around, gets on the edge. Goes forward for 13 yards. 1st down. Rams. Got our ball game. Now, Rams taking a complete different approach than the Eagles, obviously. They're going huddle and taking their time. Which, want to be careful of getting too conservative here. Keep playing your game. It's gotten you 26 points in this one. You can't let up now because the Eagles are coming after they showed them a nice promising drive on the last one. Good gain there of about 5 for Kyren right side. I have Devontae Smith over 14.5 yard reception and then Puka over 19.5 yard reception. Feel like neither of them have hit, have they? But if the Eagles can look like that on these any of these next couple drives, I think Devontae could get that. Puka might be harder because the Rams are going to not take too many chances down the field. Unless I don't know. McVay's a smart coach. I mean, he might still say aggressive. But that's what I would do. I wouldn't change anything I'm doing. Got 26 points. Travis says, "Quick, Susan, say the Eagles defense is playing like chicken so they get a forced turnover." Yeah, I'll take it. I want this to be a good game. I'm rooting for the Rams, but I want this to be a good game. It got a lot better after that touchdown on that drive. If they can get a stop here on 3rd and 2, get the ball back, things can get interesting fast. All right. Stafford has Kyren to his left. He'll look right. Nobody there. Spin move out. Looks left. Can't get the 1st down. He tries to run it. And I don't know if you know this, but Stafford is white. So he can't get the edge. 4th and 2. Rams will punt. I'm back in black, says Benny. I'm back in black. 7,100 likes over on TikTok. I think the record I've had since I've been back in 7,200. So we're going to break it. I feel it. I feel it over there. Hit those likes if you don't mind. I'm hitting the likes as well. Rams having a punt. Eagles getting the ball back. We might have a good game. You know what's funny about this is I'm not saying it'll happen. I ain't that lucky yet or whatever. Got to work my way back into the algorithm's blessings. But what's funny is when games like this, you can be calling the game the whole time, and then all of a sudden people will show up at the end of the game when it's like down to the wire or whatever, and it's close. So like if the Eagles make it close, which has always cracked me up, I'm like, where were y'all the whole time? Okay, y'all, my people had my back, and they were here the whole stream. Y'all gonna show up with 1 minute left and expect just me to call a game? I'm just gonna be quiet and not even give y'all that blessing. Forget you. Travis has LOL. I'm still. I am till I have to watch the Bears. I love how you put half. Like the word "have" to watch the Bears. My cousin Philip's in here. He's a Dolphins fan. He knows that word. No, I thought about doing the Cowboys and the Bears because obviously that's the one that most people are going to get on their TV. So, but I was like, do I really? I don't know. I'm trying to make it a point to call what I actually want to call, because I just think it's so difficult calling these games if you don't actually care about them. So I was like, Rams and Eagles was a no brainer, 2-0, 2-0 teams, and then later on it was between the Broncos and Chargers or the Cardinals and Niners, and I'm a Lions fan, so kind of rooting for the Cardinals there, and I don't want the Niners. I think the Niners have a better shot at taking a seed from Detroit, a higher seed from Detroit. So, going to be rooting for the Cardinals, and I think that's a good idea if you're a streamer to call games that you actually do care about. I mean, I know I'm not calling anybody out or whatever. I don't even have anybody in mind on this or whatever. But I know streamers sometimes they'll call games that they don't really care about or whatever just to call games, and I'm like, I don't know, man. That can't be me. You can see it in my energy whenever I call those kind of games. I used to do it, and I'm like, I don't love this. Technically, they got 3 and out and kept LA from getting points to have a chance to make it a one possession game. Wait, one possession game. So it worked, Susan said. Yeah. Yeah, they could. They could make it a one possession game after this drive if they can look like they did on the last one. Got AJ Brown involved finally, much to the pleasure of the Philly crowd. They were cheering, and then they got AJ Brown deep down the sideline. Now all of a sudden, the Eagles could work their way back into this one. Touchdown here makes it a what? 5-point game. All right, we'll see what they do. Start this one at the 12-yard line. They have not had good field position this whole game pretty much, outside of that one pick that they had that resulted in 7 points. Hurts, under pressure, has to throw it out of bounds. And they've been living there in the backfield pretty much all game outside of that last drive. Second and 10 up and coming. 8:37 remaining in the third. 26-14 Rams. Got it. 7,800 likes over on TikTok. Look at us breaking records. Ooh. All right, Hurts had a shotgun. A little bit more time to throw that time around. Good break up there by the corner for the Rams. A.J. Brown had a little bit of an opening, but can't haul it in. It looked like Brown could have been a little bit stronger with the catch, but it got, no, I take that back. Once they gave me the closer version, it got slapped right out of his hand. 3rd and 10. Be a shame if the Eagles went 3 and out after gaining some momentum here. Barkley to his left, Hurts in shotgun. Here's the snap. Hurts, plenty of time to throw this time. Finds his man. It's Devontae. That's out to the 29-yard line. Was that far enough, Phillip? Yeah, that was far enough, right? That got your 14.5-yard reception. Hey. I knew that one was happening. The other one, Nakua will probably happen too if the Eagles score a touchdown on this drive. I can definitely see that. It's just a two-legger. Now the 29-yard line. New set of downs for the Eagles. Barkley to Hurts' left again. They'll work out a shotgun again, and they'll throw again. Hurts, plenty of time that time. Finds Dotson. Gain of 7. The Eagles find a little bit of action here with the no huddle. It's funny whenever these kind of things happen and you start to get it moving. It's like, why didn't they do it the whole game? What else can we do? It's not over yet. You're right, Susan. No need to give up. That's why I said it. The Rams, with all those field goals or whatever, obviously it's common sense, but man, they were just asking for the Eagles to find a way to figure things out here. That's going to be a targeting call, is it not? It is. Flag. That was a It might be targeting or unnecessary roughness or what. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, he went in with his shoulder. It's not going to be targeting because it's not the crown of his helmet, not even his helmet, anyways. But it'd be first down again for the Eagles. Lions are going back to back. I'm calling it now. Ooh, I would love that. It'd be a big win over the Ravens, man. I hope you're right. I hope you're right and I'm wrong. I've already predicted that I think the Ravens are going to win, unfortunately. But I'll still be here. Lions and Ravens tomorrow night. It'll be a lot of fun over here on the channel. Anyone else superstitious with sports? Oh, I am, Travis, for sure. I am for sure. Barkley following his man out to the he's about 1 yard short of the first down. Went right side there. Barkley's starting to get some things going too. Eagles offense moving the chains. Second and 1. Eagles at the 40. 26-14. 6.5 minutes left in the third. Hurts with time, but has to settle for a short route here to go for a first down. Just taking what's given to him. Mechie with the catch. To be honest with you, I didn't even know Mechie had come to the Eagles. He was with the Texans, wasn't he? 6:25 and running. They're now at the 32-yard line. Hurts working out a shotgun. He'll hand it off here. It'll go to Barkley. He's got a seam out to the 20. 1st and 10. They're in the red zone. Now all of a sudden you get some pass completions to A.J. Brown, specifically down the field, and now all of a sudden the running game is opening up. Got a catch downfield to Devontae as well. Touchdown here, Eagles. Be down 5, make it a game. Barkley wrapped up this time, only gains 1. Second down and 9 up and coming. Hurts on the day, 11 for 17. Let me try this again. 11 for 17, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. Rams have only run 5 plays this quarter compared to Eagles 15. That's 30 yards compared to 137 as well. Second and 9. Hurts out of shotgun, no backfield. 2 at the top of the screen, 3 at the bottom. Hurts is going to find Brown. Brown's going to spin off his man, go forward for about 6. Third down and 4 up and coming. Brown's third catch in this half after targeted once in the first half. Big third down here. Barkley in the backfield with Hurts. Out of shotgun again. Takes it, looks right, goes over to his left. Finds his man. Devontae, I don't know. He backed up behind the marker. Is he going to get it? Are they going to get him forward progress? No. He had the first down, wanted to make a move. Not usually a mistake that Devontae makes. He's usually, savvy enough to go ahead and go down there and not worry about extra yardage. No worries, though. They'll do the tush push. They're for sure going to go for this. I don't think they're going to settle for a field goal here. 4th and 1 for the Eagles. They're lined up, ready for this tush push for sure. Rams did a good job, but Hurts is able to stretch the ball out and get the first down. The Rams are arguing it, and they're arguing they got the ball, but it was clear forward progress. First down, Eagles. They had that stopped really, really well. And then Hurts with just so much strength there. Verse is able to rip it out of him, but Hurts was holding on to that ball. That was very risky by Hurts. But, what's the alternative? You don't get the first down and you turn it over anyways. So risky but wise. First and goal. Hurts going to hand it off to Barkley. Barkley, nothing doing. Gain of about 1. Second and goal, up and coming. And Carolina has beaten Atlanta 20-0. Interesting. At least Bijan's doing okay. Doesn't look like he's going to have one of his best days, but good enough. 4 minutes left in that one in the third quarter. In this one, we have 2 minutes left. 2:20, if I'm exact. Hurts throwing and push off. It's caught by A.J. Brown, but, man, the Rams won a flag, and I thought that one might either he sold it really well or that was an obvious push off. We're going to see the replay, but nonetheless, they don't call it very often in the NFL. It's always been something I complain about. Let's watch the replay. All right, Brown goes out. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think if you're watching the game? I think the Rams defender kind of tried to sell that too much. I don't think he pushed him off badly, but I wish that you couldn't put your hands on a corner like that at all. I mean, because corners can't do that to you. So, but it's an offensive game. Eagles get the extra point. It's 26-21. We got a ball game. As A.J. Brown has gotten absolutely involved in the second half. Everything he's done is in the second half. We'll see what I'm going to see what that looks like here. See what Brown's stats are. We're at commercial break. It's 26-21. Eagles just scored a touchdown. They're down to the Rams. Packers went up 10-0. Vikings up 34-3 over the Bengals, so that one's over. Steelers up 14-7 over the Patriots. Pretty good one there. Colts over Titans 27-13. Jags over Texans 10-3. Panthers, like I said, 20-0 over the Falcons. At what point, what are the Falcons? What's their record so far? 1-1. Penix looks like this or whatever. They may go to Cousins unless unless something's happened there. I'm not saying right away, but no points against the Panthers is not good. Commanders up 27-10 over the Raiders. Bucks 23-6 over the Jets. That's actually surprising. I thought the Jets would be a little bit more competitive there. And Packers up 10-0 over the Browns. We'll be doing the Cardinals and the Niners later. And On Tap Sports will take a break for no Sunday Night Football. Chiefs and Giants, nothing. I'm not calling that. We'll be here for the Lions and Ravens tomorrow, and we'll be making some more videos this week. Last week, I didn't make videos worth a dang just because, our nation was an absolute mess. We're acting like a bunch of 4-year-olds. I don't know. I just didn't have it in me. A.J. Brown in the second half, 4 receptions, 61 yards, and a touchdown. Good second half. And we got a 26-21 ball game. Got a ball game out here. Good to see you guys. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. We're over live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. It's good to see everybody here. Susan says, would it be rude to say their mama kisses chickens? When I was doing photography on the side, I would say that to kids and got some really cool pictures. I bet so. I'd get their attention, wouldn't it? That's funny. I feel like that would work on my kids for sure. Eagles in the first half, 33 total yards. Second half so far, and we still have 2 minutes left in the third quarter, 131. Or did it say 161? May said 161. Either way, what a difference a half makes, right? Whatever that speech was at the half. Go Packers, says Susan. Yep, they're up 10-0 now. I do. It does stink that me and you like different teams, Susan. You know, I mean, we love each other regardless, but it stinks. I don't like rooting against your teams. We'll see what the Rams can do and how they respond. If you're a Rams fan, it'd be a tough loss if you let this one slip away. Up 26-7 at one point, 19-point lead, and all of a sudden that has dwindled completely. Only up 5. The Eagles have gone for 14 unanswered. Rams going to have it in pretty good field position out to the 30. That's where they'll start this next possession. See how he's tapping his inside hip? That's telling Saquon, you have that A gap. I'm going to push out to the wider defender. And that's all they needed to just give that extra beat to throw that one-on-one back shoulder to A.J. Brown. The starter just once in the first half didn't have a catch. 4 catches and a touchdown. Jalen Hurts pumping up Jalen Carter on the sidelines and the rest of the Eagles defense telling him, keep getting me the ball. Keep doing your job. I'll keep doing mine. Stafford on the day. He'll have to answer. He's 10 for 19, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And the Rams going to have to figure out a way to get back to what they were doing in the first half. So far, we're almost done with the third quarter, and they don't have any. Well, yeah, they have the. What was the score of the half at the half? 12? No, 13. Why am I forgetting this? 16-7 at the half. So they got 10 points in this quarter. All right, Stafford under center. He'll get it to Kyren left side. He'll go for 3, maybe 4. Second down up and coming. I do it for spite, says Susan. Not really. This game got good. I'm glad it did, honestly. I do not like calling boring games. 26-21, 2nd and 6. And what do we got? Timeout. Rams going to have to call a timeout. Don't want to do that. Especially in a game you're letting get away on the road here. But they call it. And we'll go to a quick commercial break. Rams went up 26-7, 19-point lead, but had to settle for field goal after field goal after field goal after field goal. 4 in total. A lot of times it's been Stafford oversailing some passes. He's had some receivers with a little bit of room. And on key plays, they also had the touchdown that was called back off a holding penalty. So they've hurt themselves a lot. But still had that 19-point lead. You kind of had a feeling that the Eagles, if they could just start to get clicking a little bit, they could work their way back into this thing and claw their way back into this thing, and that they did. The Rams didn't go for the jugular when they had the opportunity, and now it's hurting them. We'll see if they can bounce back here. 26-21, they'll go play action. Stafford looking for somebody. He has to throw it out. He should have just thrown that out of bounds, honestly. It's caught by Whittington, and it'll go for negative yards. Lost 1. 3rd and 7. All right, 3rd and 7. Big one here. Stafford, shotgun. Kyren Williams back there with him. Little bit of time, not much. Nacua catches it, gets the first down right at the 40. What a grab. Old reliable right now with Nacua. Oh, saying that, but now they're arguing he dropped it. Wow. Let's watch the replay. Nacua not known for dropping this kind of pass, and it was to him. Oh, it was wobbly, though. No, he caught that. He caught it. Rams need to challenge this one. I don't know what you guys saw, but that. Yeah, Stafford's hand got hit as he threw it, but Nacua. That's a catch. I don't know what they saw, but it did not hit the ground in my opinion. I think McVay's pretty good at making sure he gets his flag out there for this one. He's got his hand under it, man. That better be a catch. No, it does not, Greg Olson. It does not hit the ground. Rams will challenge it. I think it'll stand as a first down for the Rams, but they really shouldn't have to challenge it, honestly. They should have seen that was a catch. All it took was my mouth to say something crazy, which gets me in trouble sometimes. Hey, you and me both, sister. You and me both. We're on to a commercial break. It's 26-21. Rams over Eagles. Rams just now caught a first down, but they said it was incomplete. They're challenging it now, and Ray thinks it was caught. But we're at commercial break while they're looking into the thing. Have you guys noticed they do that now more? Instead of, they used to sit there, keeping the camera on and everything else and showing the ref in the booth, and they do it every now and then still, but I feel like more often than not they go to commercial break now. I just noticed that a little, like the other day. I was like, they go to commercial break during these things now a lot, which I don't blame, man. I'm not gonna lie. One of the hardest things about calling games, which I don't have a partner doing it with me or whatever. It's a lot easier when you have a partner, but one of the hardest things is just like when there's a void, like when there's nothing going on, and you're like, all right, what do we got to talk about? What's my net worth? They're asking on TikTok. Not a lot. $1 million. I wouldn't think this challenge would be a long one, honestly. I mean, I don't see any area where the ball could have touched the ground. Obviously, they have to have definitive evidence. That might be the difficult part, but should have been called incomplete on the field, to be honest with you. I mean, it looked like a catch from the get-go, and who knows? Maybe you should focus on something other than sports ball. That's awesome. That's an awesome comment. You're watching me on a Sunday, so I don't think your net worth is, a ton. Bring back break time trivia. By the way, to be clear, I said you're watching me on a Sunday and ragging on me is what I meant to say. Usually negative people like that don't make a lot of money because they're not worried about somebody else's. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good, Travis. Every time I do that, though, I seem to lose numbers, which, we don't have numbers right now anyways. But even when I had numbers back in the day or whatever, they used to go away during that, which surprises me because you'd think there'd be more. I like trivia. Nacua with the catch there. That should get Phillips a little hit there on his parlay. Gain of 21 out to the 40-yard line. Nacua with the flex. First down, Rams. Block account. All right, 26-21. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what it's about. What in the world? They're calling taunting on Puka for flexing. That's stupid. Yeah, that should. Come on, that's a terrible call. What are they trying to do? Nacua 2 times in a row, they tried to not call it a catch, and now they're. The rule is you can't spin the ball in the direction of a player, and you can't flex in the face of an opponent. And he did neither on that. He spun the ball away from the player and then flexed. Just towards the audience. Or towards the crowd. That's silly, man. Now I really hope the Rams score on this drive. I mean, come on. They'll go Nacua again, this time on a reverse. He'll go forward for about 7 yards, 2nd and 3 up and coming. What a ticky-tack, like, hello, NFL, no fun league. Boo! End of third, 26-21. Eagles with a really good quarter there. So Rams went all the way up to, it was 16-7 at the half, I believe. Rams made it all the way to 26-7. It was looking like that was all she wrote. And then they scored 14 unanswered. 5-point game going into the fourth quarter. Should be good. Susan says, they're the ones who get all the trolls running in. And laugh out loud, these rules are done. Yeah, it was silly. That was ridiculous. I don't usually get mad about that. No, I'm not mad, but I don't usually get disappointed about that kind of thing. But it was like, what in the world? You didn't do anything. Literally just, I mean, do they want ratings or not? Let somebody spin a ball and flex. It's fine. You're cooked tomorrow. I'd believe you if you use the correct your. Ding, ding. Go Lions. I'm just kidding with you. But still, go Lions. I actually do think we're going to lose too. So whatever. I actually agree with you. But that's the good thing about sports. I'm going to act like I don't. Good to see everybody here. Hit that like button if you don't mind. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. We're calling the Rams and Eagles game right now, 26-21. Rams have the lead going into the fourth quarter. We're about to begin that. After this game, we'll take a short break, hopefully, because I need time to eat a couple pieces of pizza, and that's it. Then we'll be back on for 4:25 Eastern Standard Time kickoff between the Cardinals and Niners. We're going to take Sunday night off. We're not going to do the Sunday night game because it's the Chiefs and the Giants, and that sounds like a complete waste of my time. Susan says, I think they may make them up as they go. Yeah, no joke. Sometimes I believe that with these refs. That was kind of crazy, though. I mean, that's 15 yards you just took away from them or whatever just because he flexed and spun a ball. Little wild. Yeah, because flexing and spinning the ball can hurt feelings or change a game's outcome. Exactly. I mean, I feel like the reasoning behind it is, you got kids watching and you don't want to be a negative influence and but come on, man. Like, it's just spinning a ball and flexing. I don't know. It's grown adults on these teams. Yeah, Sean McVay is not happy. He's explaining to him. Yeah, McVay's right. That's kind of a crazy call. Stafford looking for someone downfield. Doesn't see anybody, so he goes off with a short route. That's Higbee. And he'll be Allen, actually. He'll be about a yard short. 3rd and 1 up and coming for the Rams. Susan says so true. Appreciate you, Susan. Hit that like button if you don't mind on TikTok. We're almost at 8,000 likes. Hit that like button on YouTube. You guys better have already. Right. 14 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 1. 26-21. Rams with the lead. Big 3rd down here. Definitely manageable. They'll send Nacua in motion. They'll fake it to Kyren. And Stafford will go deep. Went for Devontae, didn't have him, incomplete. 4th and 1. What do you do here if you're the Rams? I like to believe McVay will roll the dice here. Nice little route, good play design, just like Greg Olsen just said, but Mitchell just with the good coverage there, and Stafford didn't have too much time to throw. Stafford on the day, 14-24, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a big 4th and 1 up and coming. 8 seconds on the play clock. Are they going to call another timeout here? Man, the Rams have used 2 timeouts in like the last 5 minutes of game time. That's pretty tough, I mean, in a 5-point ball game, that's not what you want to do is be down to 1 timeout. It's supposed to be valuable. But we'll have a 4th and 1 up and coming whenever whenever they get out of this thing. Susan says, I'm not an adult. I'm a child trapped in an old body. Hey, same, Susan. Same. Like as soon as I joined the stream. Thanks, Travis. You the best, man. Appreciate you, brother. 4th and 1. Stafford under center. They're going to go to Kyren, and they are just swarmed. Loss of 2 on the play. Eagles take over. Close to midfield. Wow. This game is just completely shifted hands. Can't blame the Rams there. An average football fan would say, why would you run? Philly's got that tough front 4, front 7, but I mean, and you're handing the ball off behind the sticks. Like, wouldn't you want to pass there, maybe a short route? But the thing is, Rams have really owned the line of scrimmage all game and in the trenches. Can't really blame them for running the ball there. Just good Eagles defense there. They just said Eagles are 3 for 3 on 4th downs today on the tush push. So for that to happen and the Rams not to get theirs, it's been costing the Rams. Up 19 at one point and now in danger of falling behind if the Eagles have another touchdown drive here. Starts out poorly for the Eagles, though not get to the line of scrimmage on the Barkley run. I'm older than those 2 scores put together. That's pretty funny, Susan. That's a good way to be like try to somewhat tell your age, but not give up too much information. I like that. All right, 2nd and 11 up and coming. Barkley motions out. And Hurts will go to Devontae Smith. Good play there. They'll gain about 7. 3rd down up and coming. Rams need a stop. Desperately need a stop. They've been getting punched in the mouth here lately. Hurts with a great second half. 26-21. Rams with the lead. 3rd and 4. Hurts out of shotgun. Running back to his left. 2 on the top of your screen, 2 on the bottom. Hurts looks right. No one open. Tries to take off. Gets sacked. There's a flag on the play. Dang. Hey, you can't say that, Travis. Oh, yeah, better you than me. I ain't saying that. I'm hands off. Laissez-faire. All right, it's a holding, and it's going to be declined to make it 4th and 6. We'll see what the Eagles do. Well, they go for it. 6 is a lot. They're keeping their offense on so far. Watch it, young man, says Susan, and Travis says, hey, I'm not far behind. Good to see everybody over on TikTok and on YouTube. Give me a follow if you don't mind. 4th and 6. The Eagles, at least for now, are lining up as though they're going for it. With 12:37 remaining, down 5. Hurts working out shotgun. Will they snap? It looks like they're going to. They're doing everything as though they're going to snap it. And they do. Hurts under heavy pressure, throws it incomplete. Pass broken up. I don't know if I like that. I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but I would have said before the snap not to go for it, especially when you got it at the 50-yard line. You could pin them back within the 10-yard line. Rams offense hasn't done much in a while. I don't know there. I don't understand the reason to go for it. What do you guys think? I forget the it. Senile too, I guess, says Susan. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about going for it there. Nonetheless, the Rams will take the ball back here in the 4th quarter after the 4th down stop. First 4th down stop for them of the day. as the Eagles had converted the other, I want to say 3. Yeah, 3. So no harm, no foul for the Rams. After they went forward on 4th down and didn't get it, the Eagles return the favor and also go forward on 4th down and do not get it. It's been a good game. Good game, but man, I really think the Eagles should have punted there. I think they got a little bit too cocky, a little bit too, hey, we've been moving the ball. We're fine. Kudos to the Rams, too. Just a lot of pressure on that play, too. Didn't allow Hurts to have the time that he's had here in this third quarter. You are losing the #1 chat number now, says Susan. I didn't say it. Don't get me in trouble, Susan. I've been nice to you. I always am. I can't show the game, my friend, over on TikTok, Chase. Can't show it. I've seen people on TikTok showing it, but I'm not going to be that one. I think those people will lose their channel. I know they'll lose it on YouTube if you show it. Susan says, I don't know how it did all those smiles. And Travis says, just for that, Rams win 33-24. I can see that. Touchdown and a field goal left in this one. I got a feeling the Rams are going to get a field goal on this one, make it real interesting. Keep it within 8. See what the Eagles do on their possibly last drive. Here we go. Stafford and company working from the 50 on this drive. After the 4th down stop, they'll get it to Corum, who makes a nice little reverse on the field, and he'll get the 1st down, 12 yards out of the University of Michigan product. Go Blue. I'm talking to Travis, says Susan. Yeah, that was a nice little cut by Corum. Completely reversed his field. Corum with 7 rushes on the day, 52 yards. He'll get the ball again this time and go forward for 2. 2nd and 8 up and coming for the Rams in Philly territory. Is that a Gary Danielson shirt? Yeah. It's not, though. It's Amon-Ra. You know Philip. Gary Danielson. Oh, I think that's his name. It is, Susan. Travis. You know he got that number, how he got that number right. I actually don't. I feel like I may have heard this story before, but you'll have to, if you can condense it in the chat, I'd like to know. 2nd and 9. Stafford out of shotgun from the 38-yard line of the Eagles. They'll send Atwell in motion. Stafford under heavy pressure has to get it off quick. He does to Nacua. 1st down out to the 26 for the Rams. Philip, how much money did you make on that? I'm assuming it was a 2-legger, right, with Nacua and Devontae? He asked his girlfriend how many wide receivers were drafted ahead of him. Is that true? He was the 15th receiver drafted. That's funny. That's pretty good. That's like his MO. Blake the Great. Yes, sir. I'll always remember Blake Corum. I have a Blake Corum shirt like this, too. Both from Meyer. If you're from the north, you know what Meyer is. Handoff on the reverse. Rams go for 1 yard. Good defense there by Blankenship. Cough, cough. Yeah, right. You want the Eagles to win too. Definitely root for the Rams here. I'm not sure why. I just, Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, so I'm gonna be rooting for them against them plenty. I don't have a dog in this fight, Susan. I'm not big on the NFL. Yeah, that's a thing too with the YouTube channels. I've catered it around college football, and now I switched to the NFL mostly. I'll still do some football though, college football though, every now and then. Catch there by Nacua. He's really getting heavily involved in this offense now. Gain of 8, 3rd and 2. Gain of about 7, actually, 3rd and 2. Read my last message. Oh, text message, Philip? I saw the Amon Ra thing. I got you know how he got that number right. He asked his girlfriend how many were drafted ahead of him. Read my last message. Those are the last 3. Sometimes it like filters if you said something wrong, or maybe you can't talk about money or something like that. I don't know. Stafford to the end zone. Devontae. Oh man. I can't stand when my fantasy receiver doesn't get it. And they go to Devontae deep again on a 3rd and short and can't pick it up. So are they going to kick a field goal here? I told you it's going to be 29-21. That's what I thought was going to happen. I think they're going to make this, and it's going to be all about that Eagles drive, whether or not they can get the 2-point conversion if they score a touchdown. Good defense by Blankenship. Oh, I didn't play it, probably for spamming, but she counted it wrong. It was 16 and not – oh, that's funny. That's pretty funny. All right, 36-yard attempt. Cardi's 4 for 4 on the day. Will he be 5 for 5? No, it's blocked. It's blocked and picked up by the Eagles. Wow. Oh, man. It's been a rough game for the Rams, honestly. I mean, if you lose this game, you're going to be kicking yourself in the butt. I mean, it's just one game. It is what it is. The Rams they'll be fine the rest of the season, all that good stuff, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, you lose this game when you were up 26-7 and had all the opportunities in the world. Man, they have definitely outplayed the Eagles for the majority of the game. And to come out with an L on this one would be tough. Travis says, I'm just here for my boy Wright. Hit the enter button by accident on that last message. You the man, Travis. Yeah, the Michigan and Ohio game. Yeah, I probably will call that, Susan, honestly. I'll probably call it. Just depends. I think a couple of years ago, we got offered last-second tickets to go to the South Carolina Clemson game, and so those aren't easy, so we went to that, and those aren't easy to turn down. So if something like that happens, it's tough because, you never know. You never know about the future plans and all that good stuff. But I don't see why I wouldn't call it. It'll be a 12 o'clock kickoff. Be fun. It would be fun to rekindle that. I'm sad I missed all those years of Michigan. I stopped doing the stream or whatever and missed all those years of calling Michigan winning. That would have been fun times. Fun times for us. Michigan fans, I guess. Now, I got to call the one, though, the first time we won. No politics. Don't care about that over here. Ray's the best. Thanks, Susan. I don't know how I can be the best when you're the best, but it's whatever. Whatever you say. We're at a commercial break. It's 26-21. Rams just had a field goal blocked. The opportunity to go up 8. Instead, the Eagles will have it down 5. We'll conclude this game and get the heck up out of here as soon as it ends so that I can maybe get a couple pieces of pizza. And then we'll be back here. Please, pal. That's Susan. And we'll be back here at 4:25 Eastern Standard Time for Cardinals and Niners. We'll be here tomorrow for Monday Night Football. My Lions versus the Ravens. Should be a really good game. Yeah, should be a good one. I gotta get this following up and all these numbers up, man, because we'll have some fun time in the future on a Monday Night Football game like that. Get hundreds in watching the Lions. I mean, come on. That's a time one can dream, right? Pretend it's one of your children saying that, says Susan. Oh, for please pout or All right, 1st and 10. Eagles got a penalty after that block, apparently, so they're starting from their own 5. That hurts a lot. Incomplete on the pass. 2nd and 10 up and coming. 8:37 remaining in the 4th. 26-21 Rams. Hey, Megan. Good to see you, my friend. You doing all right this Sunday, making videos? I don't know what it is. I can't get videos done on the weekend. I always intend to, but I'm just like, is it really? I need to start making more videos during the week so I can have some I can throw away on the weekend. Go Eagles. Are they winning or losing? It's 26-21 Rams. I got to figure out, Megan, a way to get the scoreboard on here on TikTok. Haven't figured that out. I know you can do it. It's over on YouTube. Thanks for coming by, my friend. I appreciate you. You know that. I got to see if there's anything juicy in the political creators text too. All right, incomplete again. So we got 3rd and 10. Hurts will work out a shotgun. He's got, I'm not sure if that's Barkley to his left or not, but he has a running back to his left. Looking left the whole way. It's caught by A.J. Brown right in front of his defender. Strong catch, and he keeps going all the way out to the 34-yard line. 1st down, Eagles. 1st and 10 up and coming. Eagles have all the momentum. The Rams had a chance to stop it there. They had great coverage, did everything right, except for make sure the ball hits the ground. Brown with a nice, strong catch. And then stiff arms the defender down to the ground and gets all the way out to the 34. New set of downs. This time around, they will fake it to Barkley, and Hurts will keep it. He'll get another 1st down, gain of 11. Nice job there of keeping it on the option. I'm going to the Iowa-Indiana game next weekend. That'll be a good one. I agree with that and with Travis. I'm picking Indiana. That's going to be a good one. Taylor probably rooting for Iowa in that one. I think I'll go with Indiana as well. I like their offense, but man, that'd be a fun one to go to. Hope you have a good time, Taylor. All right, 1st and 10 now. 26-21. They'll hand it off to Barkley. Right side, gains 3. 2nd and 7. 7-18 and running. Left in the 4th quarter here. Hurts on the day, 16 for 25, 179 yards, 2 touchdowns. A lot of that in the second half. Most of it in the second half. Had a really, really tough first half. In fact, the announcers had the worst first half in the Nick Sirianni era. 2nd and 8 now. Hurts. Blitz coming. Gets it off out to Devontae. Gain of about 4. 3rd down and short. .632, 6:31, 6:30. All of a sudden, those Rams timeouts that they used earlier, now they're down to 1. Like I said, that could hurt them. And it's looking like it could be a problem, especially if the Eagles score on this drive and are able to stop the Rams. All of a sudden, they'll have to go for it on 4th down for sure if they get forced to it. But see what happens first. Hurts, not a lot of time to throw this time around, but gets it off to Devontae out to the 37-yard line. 1st down, Eagles. $8,400 likes over on TikTok. Give me a like if you don't mind. We'll see y'all in the next game as well. Cardinals and Niners. We'll be here. Devontae now, 7 receptions, 57 yards on the day. Susan says I'm with the 49ers. That's what I think's going to win, but I think that's going to be a good game. I'll be rooting for the Cardinals on that one. 5:23 and counting. 2nd and 10 up and coming. Nothing doing on the run there for the Eagles. All right. Hurts out of shotgun. 2 to it. Two at the top of the screen, two at the bottom. Barkley in the backfield with him. To his right. Hurts looking left early. Stays left. Ends up dumping it off to Barkley, but it's incomplete. Looked upfield before he caught it. 3rd and 10. Ball was thrown behind Barkley, but normally he can haul that in either way. He's frustrated with himself. 3rd and 10. And the Eagles are going to have to call timeout. 3rd and 10 up and coming. 4:48 remaining in the 4th. Eagles call a timeout. They're down to 2. LA down to 1. LA with the 26-21 lead. They do not go to commercial break, so we should be back in just a second for this 3rd down. I didn't know they played the Rams twice last year. I knew they played them in the playoffs. Last year, he had 60 touches for 534 yards, 4 touchdowns against the Rams. So he tore them to pieces last year. This year, so far in this game, hasn't done much of anything. 3rd and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hurts working out of shotgun again. 3 to the bottom of the screen, 1 at the top. A.J. Brown's at the top. He looks his way, goes to Brown, catches it. Same play that they ran earlier, and this same result. Brown breaks free. Yep. They said second time on this drive, it was the same route as well. It's a little hook. Pretty good coverage, but obviously not good enough, and then can't get the tackle either. Man, I saw that. I thought that was too obvious. I thought the Rams maybe should consider bringing somebody over on that one, because Brown by himself at the top of the screen was pretty obvious they were going to go to him the whole way. This time, Hurts will keep it himself. He'll go left side, gain 2. Clock's running, 4:31 remaining, 2nd and 8 up and coming, 26-21, Rams with the lead. I'm going to mess around with all right, 2nd and 8. Nobody back there with Hurts. He'll take off again. This time he'll cut inside. Gains about 5, maybe 6. It's either 3rd down and 2 or 3rd down and 3. Fly one more time, says Susan. 3rd and 3 for the Eagles. It's 4 down territory. I agree. They might run it here, set themselves up for a tush push, and continue to run that clock so the Rams won't have a ton of time. They'll give it to Barkley. He'll spin off. He'll get the 1st down and then some. Out to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for the Eagles. Down 19 at one point, 26-7. And now knocking on the touchdowns door, with a chance to take the lead. The Rams have just missed out on all their opportunities here. We'll see what happens, but regardless, right here on this drive for the 13 plays, 87 yards, 6 minutes of possession now for the Eagles, and now they have an opportunity to take the lead. Obviously, you got Stafford and the ever so dangerous LA offense. They can definitely bring it down and get that game-winning field goal if they need to, if they can stop on the 2-point conversion. But we'll see. They got to score first, do the Eagles. Barkley will get stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So far, nothing doing. Second and goal up and coming. 26-21 Rams if you're watching. I'm going to figure out how to get the scoreboard on the TikTok screens in the future. But right now, that's the score, 26-21. Rams with the lead. 2:07 left. And Eagles look like they won't be snapping it before the 2-minute timeout. 2-minute warning, 26-21. All right, we're at commercial break. It's 26-21. Rams with the lead, but Eagles, after going up 7-0, looking to have just their second lead of the game since that point. They're at the 4-yard line, second and goal, up and coming. We are at the 2-minute warning. They've been getting their butts whooped pretty much the entire game, and somehow, some way, have an opportunity to take the lead here. After the Rams offense has just kind of stalled for a while now. Missed, blocked field goal, some penalties, a weird penalty called on Puka Nacua for spinning a ball and flexing, which was highly questionable, but still got called nonetheless. The Rams just settled for so many field goals today. That was their 4 for 5 on the day. Any one of those were touchdowns, this game would be over. Any of those 5 possessions were a touchdown, it'd be over. It'd be 30-21 right now. Come on, Rams. Hate those Eagles. I'm rooting for the Rams as well, my friend. Can't say I hate the Eagles, but they won last year, so I'm rooting for the Rams. 26-21. Commercial break should be over in just a second. Rams with a second and goal up, or Eagles with a second goal up and coming. 2-minute warning. Rams have plenty of time. They do only have one timeout, but obviously Stafford can throw downfield. You got Nacua, you got Devontae. I'm a Lions fan. I've seen it thousands of times, with Stafford. He can do it 100%. But Stafford always is. He can also throw a pick. That's the concern. They got the offense. They can, they should have plenty of time. They have the offense that can take it down the field and win this one, no matter what the Eagles do. But see what happens. $26-21. Eagles here. Second and goal. 2 minutes left. Hurts working out a shotgun. Barkley to his right. He's looking left, has to switch back to right and throw it to Barkley out at the 4-yard line. Third and goal from the 4. I don't know what I was thinking earlier when I said they're at the 4. I don't know what. I guess they got a penalty. I guess they got a 5-yard penalty because they were for sure at the 3 when Barkley ran it there. I look so serious. My bad. I'm just into the game. I don't know. Susan says I'll take it. Travis says, okay, maybe 29-28 Rams. All right, third and goal from the 4. It's a 15-play drive about to be the 16th play. Hurts in shotgun. Looks A.J. Brown all the way, throws it out to him, sails it too high. Now we got a 4th down. They got to go for it. A.J. Brown complaining he wants a pass interference. Not going to be called, so get in the huddle, see what you can do. You still got 1 play left, 1:51 remaining. Come on, stop them, says Lisa. So far, so good. Let's see if this was that was a pass interference. He cut off his route. Oh, they said that's a good no call. I don't think so. I think it cut off his route big time, but it is what it is. Didn't get called, so see what happens. All right, 4th and goal. 4th and goal, 2 to the top, or 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom of the screen. A.J. Brown's at the top, Devontae on the right, along with Barkley. Jalen alone in the backfield by himself in shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Looks right. Throws it immediately. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with the catch. And the Eagles will go up 27-26. This is huge here. You got a 2-point conversion to go up a field goal. Should they not convert it, the Rams can take it down, win the game with a field goal. They do have one timeout. There's plenty of time for Matt Stafford and company. No need to panic here if you're the Rams. But you really don't want to give up this 2-point conversion here. Damn, says Lisa. Yeah. 'Tis unfortunate. Man, oh man, says Susan. This has been a heck of a game. We're coming down to the wire. Eagles at one point were down 26-7. They're on a 20-0 run here. Will it be 22? Hurts in shotgun. Barkley to his left. AJ's at the top of the screen. He's looking right again. He'll throw a slant to Devontae Smith. Broken up. Incomplete. 27-26. So the Rams will try to march down the field and win this one with a field goal. 1:48 remaining in the 4th. They have one timeout. Thank you for following me, Lisa. Appreciate you, my friend. Are you a Rams, actual Rams fan, Lisa? Give me a like if you guys don't mind. We have 8,400 over on TikTok. We're calling the Cardinals and the Niners at 4:25. Yes, let's go, says Lisa. 4:25 kickoff there. We'll be calling that. No, I'm a Cowboy fan as to why I want them to lose. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I'm sorry I'm not calling the Cowboys and Bears in a little bit. I'm going to call the Cardinals and Niners, but we'll check in on the Cowboys score every now and then. Hey, it's fair. That she says she hates them. That's fair. That's how things work in sports, right? Yes, they do, says Susan. Over on YouTube. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok, guys. Give me a follow. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. Rams return the kickoff out to the 30. That's Corum. So, all right, we're out to the 30. Cardi's a really good kicker. Lots of distance on him. I mean, he can make it from, he can make it from 60, but 55 would be comfortable. So, get it out to the 38 or further. You could possibly win the game here. It'd be 42 yards. It'd be 42 yards in a minute and 44 seconds. They can do that. No problem. They do have one timeout. Let's see what happens. Will the Philly defense stand strong, or will the Rams take this one? They've really struggled in the second half on offense. Stafford throws it behind him. Nacua on the comeback route. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. 1:41 remaining. Time really not as much of a factor as it is just getting up the first downs. The Eagles defense is really stiffened up here. They're going to go no huddle. The Rams haven't done this the whole game. Stafford complete to Nacua, just short of the first down. They're going to mark him about a half yard short. So first things first, got to get that first down. 128 and counting. Stafford going to work out of shotgun here. Will they hand it off? Yes, they will. First down out to the 45. Good looking drive so far early on. Got that first down. 1:10 remaining. Stafford working out of shotgun again. He's been here 1,000 times. Been in the league since 2009. First down out to the 44. Nacua with the catch again. Definitely his favorite receiver today. Out to the 44. Right now you got a 61-yard field goal, but they can do better. 1st and 10. 49 seconds remaining. Still got that timeout in their back pocket. Devontae to the bottom of the screen. Stafford. He's going to go out to Nacua again. Nacua wants a flag. They're not going to call it. They'll call spinning the ball and flexing on him, but they won't call a pass interference flag. Please no, says Susan. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. Give us a follow if you haven't already. He was holding them pretty bad, honestly. Definitely could have called that, but ball falls all incomplete. Cardi practicing over on the sideline. He's got a leg, career long 58 yards, but he's kicked some long ones. He's got a leg on him. Davante Adams with no catches in the second half, they said. Stafford sticking with his tight end on this one. They get it. That's Whittington. That's a gain of 9, 3rd and 1. I think they could have used a timeout just now, but they're not going to use it. 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. And they're going to run the ball, get the first out to the 32-yard line. They call timeout now, 15 seconds. Are they in field goal range? They are. Barely. 32. This will be a 49-yard field goal from here. Still have 15 seconds. A lot of times teams will call out routes here. But obviously the defense knows that too. They don't want them to get to the sidelines and get out of bounds. But if you're the Rams, you want to get a little bit closer here, maybe 5 to 7 yards. Should make it a much more manageable field goal. Oh my God, I have to mute you. You're fine. 27-26, 15 seconds remaining. Rams are in a timeout. Actually, it looks like the Eagles called the timeout. That's what they're showing at least. So the Rams still have 18 seconds and a timeout left. Interesting. That could be costly for the Eagles. Now they can run something down the middle with the timeout left, but they're going to go outside either way, and Nacua can't haul it in. 13 seconds left, 2nd and 10. 13 seconds, Lisa. Geez, Malili, says Susan. I'm not sure why they didn't go up the middle of the field there with the timeout left. My Anxiety. I think that's a song, Lisa, by Doechii. Here we go. 13 seconds left. 2nd and 10. Rams at the 33-yard line. They'll send Nacua in motion, and they will run it here. Go up the middle out to the 26-yard line. And they're going to go ahead and call a timeout and kick the field goal and see what happens. 2 seconds remaining. They call the timeout. This will be about a 43-yard field goal. Cardi on the day is 4 for 5, with the longest being 51. But the last field goal got blocked. So we'll see if this one, he can get over the line of scrimmage here. Over the defensive line. He's made one from 51, 28, 33, and 46. Got one from 36 blocked. Just moments ago. Seemed like an appropriate time. 44-yard field goal attempt. 3rd and 3. 27-26. Eagles are up. Rams looking to take the lead and win the game, but there's a timeout. Eagles call a timeout. Keep doing that so I don't hear. 3 seconds left. The Eagles call a timeout, so they will try to ice the kicker, make them think about it a little bit. But Cardi's a professional. He's a good kicker. And we're back at it. 27-26. 44-yard attempt. 2-0 Rams, 2-0 Eagles. Someone has to lose. Someone's going to win. Here we go. Cardi's lined up. Snap. Too far to the left. It's blocked. Blocked again. Eagles win. And they're going to return it. Jordan Davis all the way into the end zone. Eagles win the game and score. Eagles win the game and cover, I think. That just made them cover. So that's extremely unfortunate for anybody that picked the Rams. I can't believe the Rams didn't even cover in this game now. That is not Cardi's fault. The snap was terrible. It went to the right of the holder, and everything was just delayed from there. Awful snap. I mean, I don't need to. I'm going to watch the replay, but I saw it live. Snapped it way too far outside, and really the hold wasn't good because of it either. But even so, I mean, nothing was good on the Rams special teams just now. Didn't block well, didn't snap well, didn't hold well, nothing. And so there's nothing Cardi could do. All he could do is kick the ball and try. But I mean, just worked right through. Eagles win. Sorry, Lisa. Man, oh man. I can't stand that he returned it back too, though. That makes me so mad. I picked the Rams to cover. So they didn't even cover the spread because of that. The Rams once up 26-7. 26-7, and they lose. They lose. What? 33-26. They give up 26 unanswered and lose the game. Good game out of the Eagles. Good fight. And the Rams are going to, that's the worst thing too. You're coming from Philadelphia to Los Angeles. With that loss, that is a tough one for sure. Fly boys fly, says Susan. Indeed. I'm glad they got the win for you, at least, Susan. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I'm calling the 49ers and Cardinals in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to grab a couple pieces of pizza. If you're not followed already, just tap that follow button. Last I checked, it's free. This is On Tap Sports, your virtual sports bar. Go Colts, says Grace. They got the win, didn't they? Good to have you here, Grace. Y'all give me a follow. I'll see you on the next one. I'll be here for Cardinals and 49ers in about 15